for it.
So you said don't mention that we have COVID?
Episode 18, COVID edition.
We're rolling.
I know. I know we are. I'm on to you now. I know what you do.
Gotcha.
We both have COVID, so it's okay to be in the same room.
We have COVID, so if my voice sounds sexier than normal, that's something.
I have COVID and hasn't affected me one bit.
I've been coughing like a mother trucker. You know what I mean?
I'm good.
I got my cough drops with me. I've been drinking tea, but let's get this thing started, dude.
All right.
Welcome to episode 18 of Generational Gap. I am Carter Ash, running the boards, running the technology, looking cute as always. With me today is Kelly Craft, the one, the man, the myth, the legend, Kelly Craft, K Craft. KD Craft. If you want his login on Netflix, text me. If you want his login on HBO Max, text me.
I know, you have all my login information.
I do. Anyways, Kelly, what happened on this day?
What is today's date? January 23rd.
Tomorrow, CJ will be 6 months old.
Nice. Yep. On this day, 1368.
1368.
Mm-hmm.
Colonizer.
In a coronation ceremony, here we go. Zhu Wanzheng.
Chinese, huh?
Yes.
Or of the Asian descent, I should say.
He ascends to the throne of China as the Hongwu Emperor.
Not enough people ascending to thrones nowadays.
No, there isn't. But his rise initiated the Ming Dynasty rule over China that would last for 3 centuries.
Wow. That's China playing the long game. That's the history of China playing the long game.
They don't play the long game.
What? They don't know anything.
On this day, 1973. On this day, January 23rd, 1973, Carter.
What happened?
U.S. President Richard Nixon announces an accord has been reached to end the Vietnam War. We're done.
Okay.
Thank you for 20 years of war, and we're out.
Vietnam was 20 years long.
Maybe 15.
So
it started, I think, in the late 50s, and it went to 73.
So kind of like the war on terror, what we're wrapping up currently.
I think we're over there a lot longer than it was only 4 or 5 years. No, we were over there in the early 60s and stuff, doing stuff.
In the Middle East? Oh,
no,
yeah.
No. In Vietnam.
Oh, yeah.
Totally we were over there.
Well, it started with the French, right?
The French
were getting their shit handed to them.
They're like, oui, we're done.
Oui, pew, 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 pew. And then they're like, oh, no.
Oh, no. I need a baguette.
Wow. Did you take French class?
Oui. I like their fries, though.
That was strong.
Thank you. On this day, January 23rd, 1978, Sweden.
Oh, I bet so. Yep.
They become the first nation in the world to ban aerosol sprays, believing it would damage the Earth's ozone layer.
I haven't seen any evidence of that happening yet.
I haven't seen any evidence of the ozone layer going away either, but
I have. Actually, they clearly saw evidence of the ozone.
And they clearly saw that it had shrunken also. But that was because they banned aerosol sprays.
No, it was because we went into lockdowns.
Oh.
Remember that?
Oh, that's right.
Didn't you see that? When we went into lockdown, a week later after lockdowns, they're like, the ozone's fixed, guys.
But the cows,
everyone gets their hairspray out. It's the 80s again.
But the cows are still farting. Yeah. So let's...
Anyways, let's just stick a tube from the cow's ass into space, bypass that ozone layer. We don't need that method.
Is that like space elevator?
Is that like space gas?
Space elevator.
Space elevator can happen.
Yeah. On this day, January 23rd, 2020. 2020. What happened on this day, January 23rd, 2020?
Shit. They probably impeached Trump.
No, that was last week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but it wasn't when we were filming, right? We didn't talk about it.
China locks down the city of Wuhan.
Gotcha.
And it's 9 million people in a belated but ultimately successful effort to control the city's COVID-19 epidemic.
They did not control it very well. Wherever you're getting that information from, that's false.
I saw some pictures of Wuhan, not this past New Year's, but I guess that would be New Year's 2021.
Yeah, I remember that.
Everyone's
they were
out partying and everything.
How fucking crazy is it that first off, we're going to remember the name Wuhan for the rest of your life?
I had never even heard of Wuhan.
You've never heard of it.
9 million people.
More people, double the people than in Dallas, in DFW?
Probably. I mean, there's probably in the entire Metroplex, including Fort Worth.
I think there's close. I think it's 7 million.
7-8 million. While you're looking it up. Born on this day, January 23rd, 1737.
1737.
Signer of the Declaration of Independence. You can't miss him.
Oh, John Hancock.
John Hancock.
The John Hancock.
I've always wondered, was he like the first one to go and he just write it real big? And
He wrote it really big and everyone was like, hey, bro.
Hey, what the hell, dude?
There's like a bunch of them.
Oh, happy birthday, John Hancock.
Happy birthday, John Hancock. It says in 2021, 6.3 million people is a 1.5 increase from 2020. Wow. So 6.3 million. So more people live in Wuhan than
the entire metroplex of Dallas-Fort Worth.
Right.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
That's crazy. I wonder how big.
Do you think they have as bad as traffic on their 635?
I wonder the size comparison.
Make sure that size matters.
Size does matter.
All right.
It really big. It's a big deal.
Born on this day and breathing now.
Still
because they were born. No, they're breathing because they were born.
Breathing. Okay. I always get confused.
1832. Not Edward Manet, not to be confused with his cousin Monet. They weren't cousins. Okay. Just kidding.
Manet.
He's a French impressionist painter known for The Luncheon on the Grass. I remember that from my 8th grade art class.
Wait, hold on. Monet and Manet are both painters?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
I believe they're...
I know exactly. The dots, right?
There's a very...
one of the people on the grass. Let's look at that.
Yeah.
What's it called? People on the grass? Lunch on the grass?
The Luncheon on the Grass. And something called Olympia. I remember The Luncheon on the Grass.
I remember taking this or this one right here, right? That's a picture, but...
that's not the one I was thinking of. Okay, I guess I don't know. Oh, I'm more of a Monet guy. Manet was kind of a little bitch.
More of a classics guy myself.
I like Vince Van Gogh. He's going to...
What? He's going to what?
Cut his ear off.
Is this it? A lunch on the grass, painting by...
That's gay.
Yeah.
Gay.
Whoa.
Mine was in a park.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
That's the one I was thinking of.
It's with dots. It was done with dots, not strokes. Like it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Born on this day and breathing now. 1891. Antonio Gramsci. He's an Italian philosopher and Brady's hero because he was a Marxist theorist.
Shout out to Brady and his Marxism love.
Thanks, Brady. Hey, shout out to SFA down in Nacogdoches. We're big down there.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
I don't know about
Where
that.
Brady goes.
Well, we're big with Brady.
Oh, okay. Born on this day, and a lot of people are thankful because last week this guy was on important events.
Dude, I can't remember any of the ones except for Diocletian.
Born on January 23rd, 1951. Sully.
Oh.
Chesley Sullenberg, the third American pilot.
This guy got famous for doing one thing. It only takes one thing.
It was a pretty big deal, though.
I don't know if it was that big of a deal.
Oh, okay, let's
landed a plane on water.
And no one died, and the plane didn't break up. Most you ever seen other plane? Or look up other planes crash out of water, and they're like rolling.
Planes land on water all the time. Those boat planes.
Yeah, the boat planes, not ones that aren't made to go on the water. Why are you looking that up? Born on this day, you're gonna laugh at this one. January 23rd, 1964. I'm more.
1964. Is this it?
That's him. Yeah,
that's him.
I was more looking for plane crashes on the internet. Planes trying to land on the water.
Plane land crash.
That
Land crash.
There we go. Video. Hit video. Yeah. So you think that's going to end up well? No, it's not. Actually,
that thing's going to turn and turn.
Terrorists took that one.
Hijack plane disaster. Wow. Have you seen that video of that guy? And it's always on like the Spike TV 10 most insane things caught on camera. And it's like a guy, he hijacked a plane and in like Washington, the state of Washington, and he flew it around for like 10 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, did like a backflip and fucking.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to get. They're like trying to.
He said, I think I'm going to land it now, guys. He was super chill the whole time. He's like, hey guys, I'm just flying around.
Like, do you know what you're doing? He's like,
yeah, I play
somebody. Do you need somebody to like help you? He's like, no, I play a lot of video games.
I play a lot of Flight Simulator. I got this. Like, that was really bad for the industry because this idiot was like, I play some video games.
Not that hard.
I can figure out this plane.
That was Alaska Airlines, by the way.
Oh, shout out to Alaska Airlines.
So also, born on this day. I used to play softball, and I had 2 lesbians on my softball team. Because if you're gonna win in softball, you needed some lesbians. To be honest,
especially if it's co-ed, you got to balance that. You got to balance that out for sure.
Exactly, and they were awesome. Loved them. Super. They both worked as dog groomers.
Blue. They have blue hair.
Anyways, but they were both in love with this girl.
Share.
Mariska Hargitay from Law and
Russia?
Order.
Oh,
Law and Order.
The main girl from Law and Order. Oh.
They loved her.
She's a lesbian's paradise.
I don't know if she's like a lesbian's like.
She's a lesbian's paradise for sure.
Is she?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know if she's big in the lesbian. Like,
As a lesbian man.
Yes. Born on this day, 1974. Tiffany. Amber.
I don't know.
Thiessen.
Never heard of her. Dun, dun, dun. Carter doesn't know who you're talking about.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen. What if I said Kelly?
I would think about you.
I guess that's true. Saved by the Bell, Kelly Kapowski.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Saved by the Bell. You guys would love. I guess that's big for it's a Gen X.
It's a Gen Xer thing. I was going to say the second.
Yeah,
Saved by the Bell is a Gen Xer thing.
Kelly Kapowski was like every boy's like first boy girl thing.
Oh, look at boy girl thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's her name? Jennifer.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Oh.
I can't believe you've never seen Saved by the Bell. Anyways,
2021, or should I do the old photos? The old when she was in her prime.
She's pretty solid in her prime still.
She might still be in her prime.
Go back to or see if you can put her in Kelly.
I've seen her. I've seen her for sure. I don't know if I've seen her
Just
on Saved by the Bell.
Kelly Kapowski.
Hold on.
Oh, she is cute. There we go. Saved by the Bell.
Did you wait? Hold on. What were you about to say?
There's Kelly.
Wait, hold on. You just said, she has kids.
Shit, she got kids. There's Kelly Kapowski.
Wow. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
That was a good little show back in the day.
What a snack, dude. She's cute.
She's.
You can't see this right now, but I'm moving her towards you, so you can give her a
that.
smooch if you want to just.
Wow. Thank you, Kelly. We could be the Kellys. K squared.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Kelly. All
Hey,
right.
You gonna do the thing?
Oh.
You have to do it to the camera.
How old are your kids first? Anyways. And it's like little, I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's like if they're about to go off to college and you've already paid
I'm
like
done.
half their tuition, you know what I mean? Like that's super cool. But like if they're in the third grade and you're asking to be on like the PTA,
and if you have kids in third grade, that's okay. It's just I'm at a different point in my life.
yeah, we're just
All right.
call me when you're done.
Maybe you'll know this one, born on this day, 1998, because I have no idea who the hell this dude is.
Okay.
XXX.
Triple X.
Maybe that. Tentation.
Tekashi. No.
Tentacion. He's an American rapper and songwriter.
XXX.
Tentacion.
ACACION. Triple X. Dude, are you kidding me? You think I know who this is?
I don't know. Trust me, you're going to know him better than who I am.
This is his birth. Today's his birthday.
He might be dead. He might be on our. Here, click on this. He might be on our death soon.
Oh, really? Is he dead?
He's shot. I don't know.
Rapper.
Oh, shot dead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
what day is it? I'm going to make a note of it.
Yeah, we can put him on the show. Hey, rest in peace, Triple X.
That guy. Hey,
Tenacoin?
Happy birthday,
is it
buddy.
Tenacon?
Happy birthday, dude. What's his songs?
I don't know. You want to look one up? Can we get copyrighted from a dead man? We have unlimited time. It doesn't matter. Right. I don't care. I don't care enough.
All right.
We're done. It's not on the screen anymore.
Well, deaths on this day. No longer breathing.
I swear to God, if this guy died on his birthday.
How funny is
that?
Oh, that's not funny at all. 1516. Very famous death.
Wow. Polo?
King Ferdinand II. Who's he for? Who was he do?
Franz Ferdinand.
France Ferdinand?
I don't know. King Ferdinand. I've heard the name before.
1492.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Why'd he do that?
Because of Franz Ferdinand.
Ferdinand. King Ferdinand.
King Ferdinand.
And Isabella.
King Ferdinand paid him to. He finally found someone to pay him to go travel.
Yes.
That's where, okay, Ferdinand. Yes. I'll remember.
Their daughter was also the first husband to King Henry VIII. I only know that because I watched Tudors. First wife. First wife. I only watched that because
she was Tudors. The first trans royal.
This one you will appreciate, maybe.
Probably not.
Dead on this day, no longer breathing, but his legacy is living on.
Live on.
1803, Arthur Guinness.
Guinness.
Irish brewer.
Aye.
Founder of the Guinness Brewery.
Do you have a good Irish accent? Can you do an Irish accent?
Top of the morning to you.
No, that's like That's not Irish. That's like British kind of a thing.
Kind of the same thing. It's a little.
No.
Yeah, don't tell the Irish I said they were British, nor the British that they
fish
said.
just comes out of the frame and punches you.
All right.
I couldn't even attempt one. I wouldn't even.
What's still in my Lucky Charms? I don't know.
Many Irish are thinking you're very racist right now.
I'm not racist. I'm just trying to do an Irish accent.
The most racist of characters.
Oh, the Lucky Charms, dude?
Yeah, it's cultural appropriation.
All right. Anyways. Dead on this day. No longer breathing. The year of our Lord, 1989.
That's a great year. 1989 was a great year.
It was.
Not to be
Started
dead.
my senior year in high school.
Not a good year to die, though, I guess.
No. Salvador Dali. He's a painter, I guess.
That's sad. You don't know who Salvador?
I know who he is. You asked me to pick out one of his pictures or his paintings? Nah.
No. I think that
I've heard the name.
He did the surrealist paintings, right? He did the melting clock and all that stuff.
Most known for Crucifixion.
Mm-hmm. Crucifixion. I know that one.
He died of heart failure at 84.
Probably shouldn't be such a...
I'm curious to know if you know this one. Okay. Dead on this day, no longer breathing, 2005. Johnny Carson.
He was a reporter. Oh. He was a late night host.
Yes.
Okay.
I
knew that was one of the
OG.
He was the original.
Everybody.
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson was great.
Yeah. Was it called the Johnny Carson Show?
It was the Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show. And then after that, they had a million other hosts, right?
I think Jay Leno took it after him. And Jimmy Fallon's on it now.
Not a whole lot of late night stuff going on right now, huh?
No, because that was back in the prime time of like...
I've probably seen some stuff.
Yeah.
Seen some interviews
Johnny
from
Carson's great.
Yeah.
All right. Dead on this day, no longer breathing, 2015, Ernie Banks, baseball player.
Never heard of her.
Really?
Yep.
Hall of Famer.
Were they on your softball team?
Also known as Mr. Cub.
Oh. Home of the Cubs. Played
all 19 seasons with the Chicago Cubs.
Oh, sure.
Dead on this day, no longer breathing, 2021. Can you believe he made it this long?
Okay.
Larry King.
He was old. He's been old since...
He was 87.
He was old when I was born.
Died of COVID. Or did he die with COVID?
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyways, that's on this day for January 23rd, and you are all caught up.
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome.
Yes. Wow. Wowzers, that's loud. Welcome to Channel 69 News. I'm your host, Carter Ash. We had a pretty interesting week. A lot of new things came out on the front page of Reddit this week.
I've had COVID all week, so
I've had COVID all week too. I was working from home, not really being affected. And by the way, I will not be talking about Russia invading Ukraine, but now I just mentioned it, so there you go. At least
it's happening. It's imminent, by the way.
Yeah,
it's very imminent.
A lot of shit going on with that. But for my first story, land of the free, eh? I almost lost my freaking shit when I heard that blackface hoser Trudeau was spying on us all, eh? I mean, I like being progressive, but not that progressive, don't you know? 33 million of us Northern Patriots have had our phones tracked by the Mounties and their silly little gadgets. Simply put, we were all spied on without any consent or knowledge.
That's Irish.
Was that Irish? It was like my Canadian.
Knowledge.
Oh, yes. Oh, was that the last part? Just
the
first part was good,
Irish.
right? The first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So,
by the way, I have the monopoly on accents around here.
Well, not anymore. I don't know if you just saw that, but that was a pretty good Canadian accent.
Sure, you betcha. It was
sure, you betcha.
It was okay.
I even put the...
Oops, let me sneak in here with a comment.
Without.
All right, go ahead. Sorry. And moving on.
Oh, gosh.
COVID.
So, 33 million Canadian citizens have been overtly spied on during the pandemic. That's 87% of the population.
Wow.
From the New York Post, Canada's entire population totals 38 million. Evidence is coming from many sources from countries around the world that what was seen as a huge surveillance surge post 9/11 is now completely upstaged by pandemic surveillance. David Lyon, author of Pandemic Surveillance and the former director of Surveillance Studies Centers at Queen's University in Ontario, told the Post. So, the PHAC bought locational and movement data from Canada's telecom giant TELUS to, quote, understand possible links between the movement of the population within Canada and the spread of COVID-19, an agency spokesperson said. So you probably didn't hear about this.
No, I haven't heard of Pete.
So 87% of Canada's population is being just tracked. All their movement data,
Through their phones?
Through their phones. Remember our lawyer friend told us one time how to bypass that?
I don't remember.
Oh, you're probably drunk.
Probably.
So was the lawyer.
So was he. Go ahead. What did he say?
Well, there's a way you can go bypass this, but like, you know how all your apps track your data?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so does the cell service. Every time you open your phone has to get data, from the cell towers, and that is logged within the telecom companies. And so the freaking the telecom
now,
companies
are they tracking movement, or are they tracking what you're listening to?
No, movement. So what it says is that the PHAC, I have it written down here somewhere. It's the Public Health Agency of Canada. Like they said, they wanted to understand possible links between the movement of populations within Canada and the spread of COVID-19. So they were basically tracking the spread and then overlaying that with the actual movement. They probably, were trying to find the connections, be like, oh, there's a lot of people moving in this street, or whatever. Not a lot of Canadian officials have like thick Canadian accents. Have you ever noticed that?
Well,
have you ever heard Trudeau talk?
I don't know the percentage.
That's the prime minister, right?
Yeah, there's a huge, let's just say 40% of Canada lives in like Toronto, which is basically across the river from Detroit.
Right.
It's Northern America.
Right.
So
I watched Handmaid's Tale. I know where Toronto is. I know where Ontario is.
Is that coming out? I'm pretty excited.
No, it's gonna be a while because the new season came out last. But
anyways, here we go.
The Public Health Agency of Canada got to purchase the data, which also included a 5-year extension.
Nice. On
tracking the location.
We got.
And if I had a tinfoil hat, I would say that those Canadian people are not getting those freedoms back. We have seen with the Patriot Act that the ruling class will apologize after getting caught and then continue on doing what they want. Being that they control the media, there will be backlash for a few days, and then the story will fade away. And the only people to care about it will be those whack job conspiracy theorists. You agree?
Have you heard the conspiracy theory about Justin Trudeau?
No, what is it?
Who his father is?
His real father?
His real father.
Do they know who his real father is?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
We got the music going. You want to borrow the hat?
But Fidel Castro. Look it up. We'll do a segment on it next week.
Okay. I'm going to make a note here that
his family was very good friends with the Castros. And if you read the timeline...
So Mama Trudeau was friends with Castro, and they met, and then 9 months later, baby boy Trudeau.
If I remember correctly, she was in Cuba. Now pull up. You don't have to do this now. Save this for a segment next week.
I will.
Pull up a picture of Justin Trudeau next to a young Castro.
Fidel. Is it Fidel or Fidel?
Fidel.
Oh, wow. All right, and that's all the time we have for
and then pull one up, put him in the middle, and put his father on one side and Fidel Castro on the other side.
I love it.
It's
that's right up my alley.
That's right down your alley.
Okay. I said up and you said down.
It would explain a lot, too.
Really?
Yeah, because he's a...
Do you think he's still in contact with Daddy, or do you think
Fidel's dead, so probably not.
Oh. Do you think he was still in contact with Daddy?
Probably.
Okay.
Next. He doesn't have bad things to say about Fidel Castro either.
He kind of likes his policies?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He was
a hero?
He's a huge liberal, progressive dude.
Oh, I know that. But
you know what Canada needs? They need a Donald Trump.
They need Trump.
They need a Trump to go there and just stir things up. Anyways.
I agree. I agree.
And there we go. What else you got?
Beep, 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 beep.
The fuck was that?
My voice is gone, but I have it written down. Make news alert beep noises. Beep, 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 beep,
we got like $2,500 worth of equipment here. You could probably just hit a button and it would be on there.
I totally didn't. I literally did not think that I could just upload the beeping.
But you can do.
Come on, man.
What are you
Watch
doing,
what you're hitting, Kelly.
What are you? Yeah, you can do all that, but you can't hit a button for
beep, 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 beep.
Right.
What? Wait a minute. I'm getting a report from the studio that there's an ongoing situation in a Jewish synagogue in Texas. Let's go to Colleyville, Texas, where the FBI is briefing the media on the situation. Please hold. Please hold.
Colleyville, that's not far from us.
We do believe from our engagement with this subject that he was singularly focused on one issue, and it was not specifically related to the Jewish community, but we're continuing to work to find motive, and we will continue on that path.
After backlash.
So he targeted... Oh, okay.
Hold comments.
I'll let you get through your little...
So it looks like just another domestic dispute, Kelly. Nothing to worry about.
No.
Thank you, studio, for sending us that amazing clip from the FBI. Or maybe it just didn't fit the narrative, Kelly. To start, no one was hurt except for the fucking scumbag that was attacked. That was the attacker. He died and will not be seeing his God, I promise you.
Does he get his virgins?
This shitbag was a British national who was also a Muslim, and it was unclear how he recently entered the country. They don't know what port of entry he came through.
Rio Grande Valley.
Some people are thinking the Rio Grande. Very.
That's why they're the Rio Grande Valley.
Very. I feel like I sound like my dad.
Is that why they're not? Anyways.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm just saying, is that why they're not saying it? Because Rio Grande Valley and Colleyville is maybe
they're pretty close,
4 or
right?
5 hour drive.
Right. I mean, a lot easier to get to Colleyville than Texas, which is outside of Fort Worth. I'll get into that in just a second. But yeah, it's a lot easier to get there to Fort Worth than it is to go from New York.
Yeah.
What is that? Heathrow? Is that the
Heathrow's in London?
What's
JFK?
JFK or whatever the airport is. JFK. To from New York to Texas.
So they have he's British national. They have no way, no passport with stamp saying, I flew into DFW.
From what, and I looked into this. I was trying to figure it out. I could not find no one knows the port of entry. Okay.
All right.
So after backlash, the FBI did a 180 on their initial statement regarding the attack. So the statement we just listened was right when it was happening. Like when it was over, the FBI got out there and they said those things. They said this was a singularly focused attack and had nothing to do with the Jewish community. Except for he held 4 people, he held a bunch of people hostages.
So a Muslim terrorist attack that had nothing, just ran, complete.
Just
at a synagogue.
At a synagogue.
That's
held
like,
people hostage.
It's like, I'm going to go kill people, but only people that eat ice cream, and I go to a Haagen-Dazs store.
Right. No, not ice cream focused.
No.
Had nothing to do. No. So after that, after backlash, I assume majority wise from that was
majority.
The majority of the backlash probably came from the Jewish community.
Oh, yeah.
The FBI did a 180 on their initial statement regarding the attack. They said, quote, "This is a terrorist-related matter in which the Jewish community was targeted and is being investigated by the Joint Terrorism Task Force."
If you attack
that was the
synagogue,
little blurb they sent out after going on live TV and saying, no, this was a...
They say what his reason was?
So, Fox News reported the hours-long hostage incident ended Saturday night with the hostages safe and the man holding them dead, according to authorities. The man allegedly had demanded for the release of a Pakistani woman who was in prison nearby on charges of trying to kill American service members in Afghanistan. So there's this female held in prison in Fort Worth. She's called like Lady Al-Qaeda. Her name is like Lady Al-Qaeda. She
should get that tattooed on me.
She was like caught in like Afghanistan or something. I don't know how she got to Fort Worth, but she was caught and was being interrogated in a room in Afghanistan, grabbed an M4 and started shooting at everybody.
Oh, lovely girl.
And I mean, basically was like, fuck America, fuck everybody. You know what I mean? And
Does
then
she have a Tinder?
Yeah, well, this is not the first time that someone has gone.
Why
on
isn't her
an attack.
ass in Gitmo?
Because, dude, Fort Worth is harder to...
I don't know. Shit can go out of Gitmo that you don't know
shit can
about.
go on and Gitmo. That was like, remember a couple... when we were going out to Greenville, Texas, and in between McKinney and Greenville, Texas, there's that POW camp, that World War II POW camp.
We need to go check that out.
Could you imagine being a POW and in the middle of Texas during World War II? Same thing for this chick.
I would rather be a German POW in the middle of Texas than an American POW in Japan.
Well, that's very true. No, I completely agree.
I don't know how the Germans did with our POW. Did they even take POWs or they just shoot them?
Nah, they're pretty crazy. They were more concerned with world domination than, any of that stuff.
Anyways, yeah.
But the British government set out they said a statement. They said, Quote, we are aware of the death of a British man in Texas, and we are in contact with the local authorities. That's all they had to say about the matter.
Do they have, I'm asking the hard-hitting questions.
The hard-hitting questions. The questions that need to be asked.
Exactly.
Yeah, please.
Does Britain have record of him leaving England? Like he took a flight to Mexico City?
I'm telling you, no one has, from what I've done, I actually did some research. I was trying to, because that's what I wanted to find. That was like my main thing is like, I wanted to be like, where did he come into the country? Because if he came in through the southern border, this is a multi-layered issue. I'm going to go into kind of the main reasons why this is an issue, but that would be another.
Has anybody talked to Greta Thunberg?
Did he borrow his boat?
Yes.
Did he borrow her boat?
The boat. Zero trace, no carbon.
No
nothing.
trace, completely off the grid. You just got to row yourself across the fucking Atlantic. You got this, man. If you really care about Lady...
And I'll let you get back to your serious
Lady
topic.
Al-Qaeda. If I had a tinfoil hat, I would say that this is a prime example of the U.S. government more concerned with being woke and not offending anyone, rather than telling the truth regarding critical information that needs to be told. Imagine this is your family. Your son is at a place of worship and you get a report that something bad has happened. Then the authorities who you trust are telling you it's not a terrorism attack. It's okay. This could be the difference between you taking action to understand the situation or not. Or if this was an AR-15 wielding white guy, this story would be mainlined into the veins of every American for over a month. It's all about the narrative, and that's all the elite want us to hear.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the narrative.
It didn't fit the narrative, so no one heard about it. I mean,
Move
we
on.
did because we're in Texas. We're in North Texas, so it's pretty local, but I guarantee not a lot of people.
Move on. Yep.
Yep, move it on. Oh, doesn't fit. Keep it going. Keep it going.
I've been watching Succession, so I feel that I'm a little bit in how the news is ran now.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. You watched 4 episodes of Succession.
I'm halfway through season 2.
Okay.
But no. Anyways.
But
the news cycles, man. All about the news cycle.
News
Move
cycle,
on.
but I'm telling you, that's why I can't find any information about where he came from. Because if he came from the southern border, that's kind of 3 layers. That's concerned with being woke, not fitting a narrative, and coming through the southern border.
I saw, I think on Reddit the other day. So you heard about that girl who got stabbed in California?
California, yeah, terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So they had her picture up, and they had the picture of the guy who and it was a black guy. And somebody tweeted it out or whatever.
Right.
And the first comment was, "Can you please remove his picture? We don't want racist comments." # Black Lives Matter. That's what it said.
Really?
Yes.
You didn't save that?
No.
I need you to start saving those things. Take a screenshot of something like that.
All right.
It's just, I want to see it.
It's like,
Wow. What a fucking shitbag.
yeah.
Like, that's what I said about this guy. He's a fucking loser. He's a fucking shitbag. He doesn't deserve us
to be dead.
None of us deserve to be honoring any of his wishes or,
So they shot him.
Oh yeah, they fucking.
Texas.
It's Texas, dude. We sent in a robot that exploded.
Yeah.
Remember what downtown
Blew up
Dallas?
that dude, downtown that shot all those cops.
Dude, I love Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna hold a hostage situation? We've been waiting.
Joe Rogan's got a great bit about the Muhammad drawing
yeah,
contest.
right.
That was that's maybe 10 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways,
That's like you know that there was that church shooting. There was about to be a church shooting, and the guy he walked in with like a gun.
that was over there by Fort Worth too.
And the guy pulls out a gun and shoots him right in the head.
I think he shot one guy, but then somebody in the congregation popped him in the head.
Right. Like instant. Yeah, he probably shot somebody, and the dude just from like 40 yards too, from the back of the aisle, shot him. They turned that in Texas. They turned that into the default shooting competition situation. They have like these scenarios where they set up like a field. That was the default situation for the.
How about the church that got shot up in Central Texas, South Texas?
That was bad.
A lot of people died in the church, but you know who stopped him?
Was the guy with the AR? Yeah.
The guy who lived across the street heard the shooting, grabbed his AR, and saw the dude get in the car.
Right.
Got in his truck.
Yeah.
And followed him and shot him.
Good.
Yeah.
Take care of your shit. Take care of your shit, man. Hey, and actually, one thing that I didn't put into this story, but I was reading about was this synagogue did really well with what happened because they had trained for it.
I saw that.
They had been doing drills and training in like certain people knew that if something was to happen, you take all the people and you guys go, and then you 2 people, you're gonna close these doors and you're gonna do these things. You know what I mean? Like, it's so sad that that's the state that people who just want to worship their God have to do, you know?
I have an uncle in California. I'm not going to say his name on here. But big gun guy, used to be a policeman. And they're big church people. Mm-hmm. They go Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night. And they've done the same thing. But there are several church members that are packing during the service just at the pastor's request.
For sure.
For that reason.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
Bear with me on this one, okay?
All right.
Okay, bear with me. Kelly.
Yes.
Imagine this.
Okay.
You are 10 or 12 years old. Your parents have taken you to the local pool. The creepy guy watching the kids swimming approaches your parents and tells them that you have a natural ability that most kids do not. So you start a competitive swimming career through middle school and high school. You compete at the highest stages of swim until you get the opportunity to compete at a world-renowned school like Penis State. After a few years of coming in last place by 1 second on a consecutive basis, you are scrolling online and realize that there's a way out. You're actually a female, some shady liberal Instagram post tells you. All of a sudden, your luck has turned around. Yeah. Now that you have publicly declared your womanhood, that womanhood suits you, that is a one-piece suit, I mean, you are now at the top of your game, crushing records after records. Your ego starts to grow as you quickly become the Michael Phelps of the college swim circuit until you realize that there's 9 billion people on this earth and you're not that special.
True.
Penis State's golden boy girl, Leah Thomas, who currently holds the NCAA record for both the women's 200 and 500-yard freestyle, has been dethroned. The new victor is taking the crown back for women everywhere, at least for a few more months. Yale senior Izzy Hinging is a biological female who is currently transitioning to male but has not undergone hormone therapy, though he has had top surgery to move her boobs. Did I say that right? Hing told the Washington Times, as a student athlete, coming out as a trans guy put me in a weird position. I could start hormones to align more with myself, or wait, transition socially, and keep competing on a women's swim team. I decided the latter. The article goes on to say, it's unlikely Hing would have enjoyed the same success competing against men. Hing's best time in the 100 freestyle, good enough to make the top 10 on the women's side, is more than a second slower than the year's 130th best Division I men's swimmer. Okay. Anything to say about that?
So the first was a dude going to be a chick, got all the notoriety. Now we have a woman.
A woman.
Transitioning to...
Yeah, don't call him a chick, you fucking sexist pig.
Not a chick. A dude still. But now we have a biological female transitioning to a male.
Yes. Beating...
so she's taking all the testosterone and stuff, or what?
No, so they're not. So if you were, you just messed me up. You good?
I'm good now.
Okay, I'm good too. I'm good.
All right.
No. So Hing has Lizzie Hing has not undergone hormone therapy yet. So she identifies as a man, but is still biologically a female.
All right.
Hasn't done any hormones.
She got her boobs chopped off?
Boobs chopped off, though.
That streamlines shit a little bit, but go ahead.
It makes her a little more aqua dynamic.
Just pointing out the obvious.
Yes, no, that is...
Hey, I'm okay. Hey, and she has not done nothing. She's just a transgender, but she...
Yep,
I'm sorry. They are just...
Him, because he is now a man, I guess.
Right.
Well, that's why I was like, when I was writing that sentence about...
But she's whooping up on the other person's record?
Not the record, just beat him in that one race.
Dude,
I don't know how would that work?
I don't know. That's the plus at LGBTQ plus. That's the plus.
We don't know.
I don't know.
And that over there.
They should date.
Yeah, so it's a really weird situation. You got one guy.
But I'm cool with this one. She's a biological woman, born biologically woman.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And she's transgender, wants to be
a man.
But she hasn't started none of it.
Okay.
She's still biologically a woman in a woman's sport. Trust me, when she turns to a man,
Well, yeah, just like it
she
said.
ain't going to go to the men's team.
Just like the article said, it's unlikely that Hing would have enjoyed the same success because, she's in the top 10 for female, but wouldn't even be in the top 130 for men's Division One. So
Here we go.
if I had a tinfoil hat,
You do.
I would I would say that both these people are having human experiences. Both these people having human experiences are gaming the system. One is gaming the system by becoming a woman because they cannot compete with the men. The other one is competing with the woman so their career as a swimmer won't be over once they become a full man.
So she's just doing it for publicity.
Right now, she said it right there. She said, I could do hormone therapy, but then I wouldn't be able to swim.
I'm with her. Just
I
like
don't
Hillary
know.
Clinton.
I think
I'm with her.
I think it's like, okay, well, if you're a fucking man, be a fucking man. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna transition, be a man, you can't be like, oh, well, I'm gonna keep swimming with the women.
It's a gray area.
No,
but as
it's
long
not
as
because she's always been a man, right? To their logic.
But biologically, she's not.
Okay, but that's what they would argue you on, right?
I see. I see the angle you're coming.
I'm coming
at
from the
here.
hypocrisy side. I'm
Okay,
saying here
I
is
get
like,
you.
okay, so Leah Thomas competed for a man for 3 years, didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Then becomes a woman, starts breaking all these records. That's gaming the system because you can't compete with the men, so
Yes.
you're going to go down a class, a competitive class, I should say. Men and women
Socially,
are equal.
socially, down class or
All I'm saying is this: Lizzie Hing. If you're going to say you're a man and you want to transition to be a man, you're a man now. Right? That's the whole logic. Is you were
she's
always
playing
a man.
She's playing both sides.
That's what I'm
of
saying.
it.
So,
I'm with
I
you.
want to transition and be a man, but I think I still want to swim for women
She's playing both
because
sides.
I'm still a woman.
No pun
Oh,
intended.
wait, no, you're a man, right? Are you a man or are you a woman? You can't be fucking both.
She's playing both sides. No pun intended.
She's
I
playing.
mean,
She's playing both sides.
pun was intended, but,
Unintended. Pun completely.
but
intended.
she is. She's trying to get the both of best worlds.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. So and then if you were to ask that person and you're like, oh, so you're a woman, they'd be like, no, he's always been a man.
Then why is she on the women's
Well,
team?
then he literally said, oh, well, I'm going to keep competing with the women because I'm biologically still a
I'm just
woman.
so confused. So confused.
So confused, man. I don't even know what to do with it. I mean, I seriously. You didn't hear about some big gains?
Some big what?
Some big gains.
Gains.
Gains, like, I don't know. Gains.
Oh,
You
gains.
want to hear about big gains?
Sure.
Well, the Dems have spent the last year crying about January 6th, figuring out a way to streamline South Americans to Iowa, and ignoring their constituents on every issue that they deem important. Inflation. Republicans have been focusing on keeping the United States recognizable until the midterms. Republicans have gained 14 points in party identification in the last year alone.
Nice.
This has not only evened out the party identifications from Democrats to Republicans, but has also gained the Republicans 5 points over Democrats. This kind of polling gives signs of how interested people are in politics, as well as how likely people are to actually show up in an election. So for the last 2 years, it's been Democrats are like 4 or 5 points on party identification. So people who overtly say, oh, I'm a Democrat, compared to, oh, I'm a Republican, and then other people that don't. It has completely 100% flipped. They were 5-6 points ahead, and now Republicans are 5 points ahead.
I think there's a nice percentage of Democrats who thought they were Democrats,
Right,
but
and
when
they
you
realized-
talked to them, they were more lined up with the Republicans.
Well, they were old Democrats.
They were old
You know what I mean? Like
Democrats.
Bill Maher type. People who care about people.
Yeah.
Not that Republicans don't care about people, but Republicans care more about like business and free market. A lot of their main
They
thing
also
is free
care
market.
about personal freedoms. You make
Right.
your own way.
Exactly.
In life.
We don't need to help you because the free market gives you all the tools you need to become successful. That's kind of the mantra of the Republicans. And Democrats have always been like, oh, well, you don't care about people. And now the Democrats are realizing like, oh, Democrats don't care about people either.
No, they don't give a shit about them. It's almost time for them to start caring about black people again, though. Midterms are coming up.
Midterms are coming up.
Then Then they'll wait for a year.
There's
and
gonna be some Antifa and some Black
Oh,
Lives
yeah.
Matter rallies
There'll be
coming
a new
very,
variant of-
very soon.
There'll be a new variant of COVID coming.
What do you think is going to happen first? A new variant a Black Lives Matter issue or Antifa. Well, Antifa only shows up when Black Lives Matter shows up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a potpourri. Potpourri. You can go anyway.
Potpourri.
Potpourri. There's a multiple of things that can
a myriad of
myriad
of options.
A motley of colors.
Wow. A cornucopia?
A cornucopia of issues that could go wrong.
I did hear that Bill Gates said that after the Omicron spike, we can start treating COVID like a seasonal flu. So,
thanks,
Bill
Gates.
Bill Gates says we're ready to be done.
Hey.
Listen to the science.
Yeah.
If you're not listening to the science, then
look at me. I have COVID at the moment, and
I just sound sexier.
I'm 97% fine. I've been 97% all week.
All right. Last thing, Kelly.
All right, last thing.
And I realized that I didn't pull it up on here, but it will take me 2 seconds. Ready?
What's her name?
I don't know.
I remember.
Dana something, right?
Dana, yeah.
Okay, let me go. Let me go to the OBS. Let me check this out.
I saw this. I know exactly where you're going.
Hold on. I'm on the wrong one.
Oh.
No, you're good. You're
The
good.
Führer of California. You have him talking?
The Führer? No,
Yeah.
I don't have the Führer of California talking. I just want to have this open while we talk about this.
There's my package I'm missing.
Oh, hey, there's my new Keurig. So between October 2020 and October 2021, train robberies have picked up exponentially by a whopping 356%. Union Pacific has increased in enforcement and patrols and has put drones to work. The drones aren't really working.
Yeah.
Isn't this crazy?
They probably found them in the box.
So this is something, and it has to be going on for a long time. I don't know why just now we're seeing this, but it was a thing last week. They brought up and I started seeing this. Look at these train robberies, man. And I was reading a KCAL 9 report, and so they're talking all about no cash bails. They're saying hordes of people in the middle of the night show up and just start robbing the trains. And even if the cops show up, you get arrested.
And, all right.
Literally, the reports are saying, people were saying, it's okay, I'll just come back tomorrow
and do it again.
It doesn't matter. Like because they're no cash bail, and most of the time it just gets talked down to trespassing because they don't have evidence of them stealing things.
Has anybody looked into the correlation that L.A. and that, what is it, the city on Grand Theft Auto are like the same city?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was modeled after L.A., right?
I mean, it's like
becoming the same thing.
Exactly. That's kind of what's going on. Look at that. And I think the only reason this is becoming public now, because Union Pacific was the one who brought it up.
Yes,
like, dude, where's the police? Somebody's got to do something to help us out here.
Right, and so people, if like I was reading that if an average citizen was to call and be like, hey, there's someone robbing the train, the police won't show up. Only when Union Pacific employees call the police, that's when they show up and take care of this kind of a thing. Dude, hundreds of thousands of dollars a night in packages and merchandises. What if there's COVID tests in there? What if there's, diabetic medicine or whatever?
There's all the stuff you're not seeing on your shelves at your house.
Yeah, Bare Shelves Biden is from the train robbers, right?
Golly.
California has just become such a shithole, dude.
If they don't do something soon, they're going to lose forever.
No, it's gone forever. Dude, I mean, from what Joe Rogan says when they're talking about like people, and they're like, you got to think there's 13 million people in Los Angeles or LA County, there's hundreds of thousands. Yeah. There's probably 1 million homeless people,
probably,
if not more, in LA. You're not taking care of that, dude.
Nope.
They've created so many systems and incentives to, let people in. It's an industry. Homeless people is an industry in California.
They don't want to solve it. Too much money's involved in it.
I can't believe I got out before all this really started happening. I mean, this has obviously been building for the last, 2 decades. But I remember taking Madison to downtown LA one time, where they shut down streets and they film movies. And, downtown LA is kind of stupid. There's not a whole lot going on downtown LA.
Hollywood's a shithole.
But we're walking around downtown LA. I mean, we would go downtown Dallas and walk around for hours and have fun and go to restaurants and go to museums and do stuff, And we were there, and there was this, I remember that this doesn't have to do with the train robbery, but there was a homeless lady that started following Madison and screaming at her. you fucking whore, and all this, like, and I was like, whoa, she's like on a rocker, has like red hair, and she's like fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah. But after I left, I mean, that's when things really started hitting the fan. And then COVID just dropped it down the hole. I just wanted to bring this up because I saw that. I was like, look at that image, dude. That's the United States of America. I thought about, South Africa like a couple months ago. Remember when South Africa, they were having those riots and they were burning down those warehouses? That's what that looked like. A couple days after those riots, that's literally what it looked like. I mean, just...
That's sad. And it's sad that they haven't gone down there and cleaned it up. Or is that like
no,
a one-night
it's
thing?
a daily thing. No. They send people to go clean it every single day is the thing.
This is a daily thing right here?
This is a daily thing.
Why is Union Pacific
not doing anything about it? Just shoot somebody.
I'm going to stop bringing my trains in.
So some stuff that I was reading, they're now rerouting out of LA. So they're not even going to go into LA. I guess it's probably from the port of Long Beach. I don't know why, or, I don't know the routes or anything, but the reports were saying that Union Pacific is doing their best to route trains to not even go to Southern California.
So, yeah. So like the big container ships.
From Long Beach.
From Long Beach or San Pedro or whatever it is. They come in, and then they probably put them on the trains there.
Yeah, and then go out. So there's really probably not a whole lot they can do. I mean, it's right there, right?
Direct it. Go through there real fast so nobody can jump on.
Yeah, or don't stop, right? Yeah, haul ass. Well, as we know, we should call our train.
We know a guy who drives a train.
Maybe next week we'll call somebody who's a train conductor. He would be able to tell us why. Because I'm thinking like they couldn't go around that turn too fast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. As from what he said about like he travels coal, right? So he pushes, which is heavy, probably way heavier than this stuff. But he might be someone good to talk about. So
yeah, totally.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that was Headlines. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next week. All right, Kraft.
It's that time. Everybody's favorite time.
Everybody's favorite segment.
Sponsor of the week, or as my lawyer friend told me last night, I should call it fake sponsor of the week. But he is a lawyer. He's just trying to, mitigate problems down the road.
We're gonna be calling him when we get sued.
But like I said earlier, I've been watching Succession. I think we can mitigate any problems down the road.
Anything down the road. Couple points, you know what I mean, here and there.
Fake/real sponsor of the week.
We're gonna have to figure out a title for that because
I need a little. No,
when you call it like the monster, I don't know.
I don't know what we're gonna call it. I have a riddle for you, Carter.
Okay.
What do Jews, ears, and juice have in common? Jews, ears, and juice.
I don't want to say it. I have something bad. I don't know. What do they have in common?
Well, now you can have all three.
Jews, ears.
That's right, folks. From this all-natural drink is made from pure Jerusalem water.
The Jew's ear juice.
Jew's ear. It's actually a Chinese mushroom.
Oh.
Chinese hawthorn and a big old Chinese date and just a schmeckle of honey.
Just a schmeckle.
And a shalom of sugar.
Wow.
Once, when I was in France, I tried to put a little bit of Jägermeister in my Jew's ear juice. And let's just say it didn't agree with me very well.
No.
It gave me gas.
Oh, my God.
But thank goodness, my friends from America in England were there to take care of me. See what I did there? All right.
My God.
Jew's ear juice is the best on the market, and we're not being chutzpahs.
I don't know what that means, but I know it means something.
You'll agree that we're a real Mitch after you try this. Jew's ear juice is 100% keto.
Wow. It always
GMO and kosher friendly.
Perfect.
As always, 0% halal. So don't be a schmuck and get your tuchus down to the nearest Jewish deli and have yourself some Jew's ear juice.
Oh, my gosh.
You think that was bad? Here we go.
Oh, no.
Let's look at some of the reviews.
For Jew's ears juice.
For Jew's ears juice.
The Jew's ear juice.
Jesus from Bethlehem gives it 3 stars.
God.
At first, I kind of felt like the Jew's ear juice was killing me. But after 3 days, I was feeling better. I even went home to tell my Father in heaven about it. I give it 3 stars, 1 for each day I was dead.
Wow.
Too soon?
No. Yeah, it's been about 2,000 years. I think you're good.
Moses from the wandering desert Egypt. I parted the Red Sea to get some of my favorite ear juice once. 5 stars. Noah from the Ark.
Oh, from the Ark.
After a hard day of building an ark and dealing with these fucking animals, nothing better than a good old Jew's ear juice. 5 stars. I had to Google famous Jews.
And you only came with
no famous Bible Jews.
All right. Bible Jew? You mean Torah Jews?
Oh, yeah. No, well, Old Testament Jews. Can we agree on that?
I think we should.
I think we just solved the Middle East conflict. We can agree on that. All right. Don't forget our slogan.
What's your slogan? I can't, dude. This is terrible.
Jews. Jews. Ear juice. Choosy Jews. Choose Jews. Ear juice. No longer available in the Middle East. And that's our sponsor of the week. Thank you. Appreciate it. What? Too far? Too far? Do I need to go back to the color blue? Next week, we have a new sponsor, the color red.
Let's just say TikTok's not going to take this one down.
No, but the Jews might.
When you were... I was going to make a comment that your copy that you do for the actual sponsor portion of it, the fake sponsor portion of it.
Fake sponsor.
Is great. And then I was like, you know what? Kelly really needs to step up his slogan game, because I was like hoping for like a jingle, but that was right on the money.
Choosy Jews, choose Jews, ear juice.
A lot of Jew segments in this episode.
There it is. And I'm down. I used to date a Jewish girl.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Some of my favorite people are Jews.
Yep.
Yeah. So the Jew's ear juice.
So a Jew's ear.
Can I get it in a 6-pack?
I don't know. It's actually a mushroom.
Can I get it in a keg?
Get a schmeckel.
How much is a one schmeckel?
Oh,
is that a couple ounces?
By the way,
yeah.
If I remember correctly, where is it? Dang it.
I have not had the Jew's ear juice yet. What would your rating be on the Jew's ear juice?
It doesn't sound very good. People said it was kind of syrupy. I can't.
The Jesus rating was.
I had to also Google like funny Jewish words.
Schmeckel.
Took us. That's your butt.
Yeah, I picked that one up.
A schmeckel is a small part. The shalom means peace. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah,
a shalom of honey. But I thought the best part was I put a little Jägermeister. You got all that?
I got all that. I like that we're going back and we're covering what we just did there.
That was
the Jew's ear juice. Thank you so much for not sponsoring us this week.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Hell, I once killed a man
You
for
did.
asking me if I'd ever killed anyone.
I almost killed someone for almost killing someone.
I watched 1883.
You said that last week.
Did I? Oh, I'm still watching it. It's really good.
Now, your boys best keep riding, you hear?
Yeah. Is that
All right.
you talking?
Yeah, that's me. That's my raspy voice. Man, dude, my voice.
Are we back
is
to the
just-
Burj Khalifa
No,
poop
no more
trucks?
Burj Khalifa. This week,
Oh,
I thought about going on the subreddit Interesting as Fuck.
Okay.
Where I find a lot of
interesting things.
interesting things.
All right.
Just thought maybe we'd go down there and try to find a couple that sparked our fancy. Like, ever wondered what a happy koala sounds like when you pet it? Sure, obviously.
Burly boy, burly boy.
They go, so this is a
That
koala being
sounds like
petted.
it's from the pits of hell.
Wow.
Koalas aren't nice. Everything. Look at the claws on that thing.
Okay, was that interesting as
That
fuck?
was interesting as fuck.
That was really cool. That was
Everybody
really
thinks
loud.
koalas are nice.
No,
They're
no,
not
no.
nice animals.
Don't they all have gonorrhea or something? Don't they all have like a...
I don't know.
No, I think they do. Like, I think they all have like
Do they know they can get a shot for that?
herpes or something. I don't know what it was, but I'm pretty sure like they have
Sure, they got COVID.
this ad.
It's Australia. They got
Times
COVID.
Magazine issued May 2027. Warning, we are not ready for the next pandemic.
I'm still waiting for the next pandemic.
I'm
This one was like pandemic light.
It was like...
It was the beta test.
While walking on the beach in Italy, we came across what at first looked like rock, but turned out to be a really nice bluey clay, so I took chunks of it on the flight home. Because the clay was full of sand, the first thing I had
This
to
is
do was
3D
dry
printed
furious
vase
that would
from
ruin the final product.
Wild Clay.
I mixed the chunks into a fine slip.
This is stupid. This is
That's
too
not
funny.
interesting.
This is not... Dude, you think you're interesting, but you're not.
Go shopping with me at the new All Felt grocery store.
What is this?
All felt?
All felt? This whole store is made of felt? Who the fuck was like, hey, give me $140,000 or however much, you know what I mean? Hey, give me a couple $100,000 to build a store and I'll fill it with things that are felt. What is that for kids?
The food don't spoil.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. That's
People are so stupid.
That's not interesting as fuck. That's stupid as fuck.
Yeah, that should be on the stupid as fuck. I don't want the sound to play on every single, I'll just pull the sound down.
All right.
CIA revealed a heart attack gun. Have you seen this thing?
No.
I've seen this before. So, the CIA revealed a heart attack gun in 1975, a battery-operated gun which fired a dart of frozen water and shellfish toxin. Once inside the body, it would melt, leaving only a small red mark on the victim where it entered. The official cause of death would always be a heart attack.
No way. That's cool.
That's
interesting as fuck.
That pistol has a scope on it.
Oh, why would they? They would never. The CIA would never do anything like that.
People are so dumb nowadays, right? Because they're like, the CIA, they're not doing anything bad.
No.
They're not doing...
And they're not.
No, not at all. The CIA is doing...
I'm pro CIA.
Up and up. We're on the... CIA is on the up and up, guys. No, dude, I think they just got better at what they're doing. You know what I mean? Okay.
That's crazy.
Interesting, right? Okay, here's another little piece of history. Let's take a look. Oh, go ahead. Nobu Fujita, a Japanese pilot, was the only person to ever bomb the contiguous U.S. after the war. He was invited back to the same town he bombed. Once there, Fujita offered his family katana to the mayor as a token of remorse and humility.
Think the mayor took it?
Fuck yeah, he took it.
Bet you could buy it at the pawn shop in Las Vegas.
Damn
now.
Jap, and he just whipped it out of his
Can't
hands.
say Jap.
But he said that.
Oh.
Not me.
No. It was a different time.
It was a different time. He was like, you damn Jay, grabbed the katana and just walked on off. Where do you think it was?
Santa Barbara. Gaviota.
Oh, was it? You know?
Here, while you're looking that up. Yeah. I remember because I grew up in
For some reason, I thought you were fake doing that. You were just like,
just
let me just look it up real quick.
There was a part of Gaviota where they still find, well, I don't know if it was him.
Okay.
But they still find World War II shells from submarines.
That were fired at?
Yeah. Gaviota Beach is a little beach north of Santa Barbara, south of where I grew up, Santa Maria. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. This post is one day a year, the sun lines up with these rails just right. Sunrise on the rails. That's actually pretty cool. How do you feel about that picture, Kelly? How does it make you feel inside?
It's not interesting. It's very nice, though.
Yeah, it's very nice. I don't know about it. No, it's pretty interesting. Like the sun lines up like perfectly, but only on one day. So the next day it's going to be over to the side.
Oh, that now becomes interesting.
Well, if you would listen to me when I read, I said one day a year the sun lines up with these rails just right.
That's pretty cool.
It's kind of interesting.
So the next day.
So the next day would be like to the side, or it wouldn't be like right. You know what I mean? Because every day it moves. The sun moves. We move.
We move around the sun.
Our childhood life has been a lie. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to go back, though.
I believe I didn't know the secret about Super Mario Bros. Until
Did you ever play Super Mario?
I'm on World 4-1, and
I
I'm
was
about to
past
lose
that, but my
last
sister
life.
did.
But instead of having to start the game over from the beginning, check this out. All you have to do is hold A when you press start.
Not that interesting.
And you start back at the world you were on.
What? That was stupid.
Your whole life, you didn't know that?
No. It was past my time. That was a Gen Xer thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so loud. I don't care. My front door after a SWAT raid in Canada. SWAT raids in Canada?
SWAT raids, dude. Canada is the new Australia.
Are they?
And yes, they did bomb.
They did bomb? You found it
A
out?
submarine did.
So a submarine shot rounds at California?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just north of a place called Goleta.
The contiguous U.S.?
The contiguous.
Is that the continental? Is
That
that
would
what
be
that's
the
supposed to be?
continental United
The
States.
continental United States.
Yeah.
Interesting. This is less interesting. You know, I never really realized it because only the posts get to me when they're like so popular they reach to me. But then you go on the interesting as fuck subreddit and you're like,
is that a shark upside down? That's weird as shit.
that is really okay. Well, that's kind of interesting right there. I mean, that's a shark
Upside
photographed
down?
upside down.
Or maybe not upside down. He's swimming underneath of it, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well,
From the underside.
from the underbelly,
There we go.
the underbelly of the beast.
That looks kind of creepy.
I feel like it's like coming at you like a ghost. I feel like that you would see that in Harry Potter. That kind of looks like Voldemort, right? You seen Harry Potter?
I have. I'm like looking at the nose.
All my ladies.
God damn.
I've seen this. This shit's crazy.
Paint removal.
Yep.
Whoa.
I've seen that. That's pretty. That is interesting as fuck. And you just
wait.
Sitting there and wait. They're like,
Whoa, that's crazy.
science, friends. Follow the science.
Follow the follow the science. Let's see. How to save 7 seconds of your life by not watching this video.
Oh,
so he like spun it so it like goes around.
look at that. You make like a little water tornado.
Wow, that's kind of cool. Have you seen those videos of the people drinking the beers like that? You haven't? They like take like the Corona and they like literally do the same thing. They like,
And it just. Uh-oh. I remember my first time. Not like that.
I was demonstrating. This is an IPA. Okay, I'm not going to. This is a craft beer. I'm not just going to shoot this. Shoot it? Would you shoot a beer or shot? Okay, anyways.
Chug.
Let's look at it.
Chug.
More. Oh, I knew this. Did you know this? All captive orca tilicum looking at its trainers. There have only been 4 human deaths caused by orcas as of 2019, and tilicum was responsible for 3 of them. Did you know that? Have you ever seen Blackfish?
The same one?
Have you ever seen Blackfish? You've never seen Blackfish?
No. It's a documentary about orcas at SeaWorld.
Yeah. Dude, it's...
What if I'm pro orca at SeaWorld?
You will not be afterwards. Okay. So do you see its fin like right there?
Yeah.
So the documentary goes in and says that no record in all of history is there ever been an orca in the wild where they're that's the dorsal fin, right?
Yeah.
The dorsal fin is tipped over. Only at SeaWorld and at these like captive places are it's like the dorsal fin like falls down and they get like.
Do they know why?
Because they're in fucking captivity and they're very intelligent animals. They are.
Does SeaWorld
smart.
still have shamus?
I don't know.
They probably like.
I think they got rid of them.
They probably should.
Well, you know how they killed them, right? How the orcas would kill the trainers?
They fall on them.
No, they would grab them by their feet and drag them to the bottom and just sit there. You've never seen it? Oh my gosh!
Why would they? Why would you want to be a trainer with silicone?
Hold on, I'm gonna pause it. We're gonna find the video. Okay, so I'm going to switch the camera from here to here. Okay, this says caught on tape whale nearly drowned SeaWorld trainer.
I've seen them like where one trick would throw it and then he'd try to jump on them. I've seen that one. Yeah.
This is the world's first.
All right.
Come on, ads. We're just waiting for an ad.
Better
to finish
podcast would have YouTube Premium.
this ad for this fucking earwax thing, dude. Jesus Christ. Okay, so
does he die?
I think he lives in this one, but this is how they die. So literally, they'll like pop up there, grab them, and bring them down. It's wild.
So now I kind of want to go to SeaWorld to watch this happen.
No, you need to go watch Blackfish.
All right.
You really, if you haven't seen Blackfish, Blackfish is probably one of the most eye-opening documentaries you've ever seen.
Are we talking Netflix?
It was on Netflix for a long time. So did it do it? Did we just miss it? We're like talking here and we didn't. Yeah, I think that was it. Hold on. Oh, so it didn't show it in the video. So this chick, so it's from showing this chick here. It looks like it
doesn't have them yet, does it?
Is there no audio on this? Yeah, it looks like there's no audio. But we'll have to see what we're looking at here. So
he doesn't have them.
No, it has him. There he is right there. He's trying to grab him. He's trying to grab his feet. You see that?
Yeah, that's...
Dude, just wait. Could you imagine this orca is one of the smartest, like, water...
Can you punch him in the nose like a shark?
No. I don't think you can just punch this thing. But it's grabbing his feet and just trying to bring him down to the bottom.
You know how you get around
this?
this?
Not like a shark. Not like trying to eat him.
Yeah, just
it's to grab him and fucking drown him.
You know how you get around this?
Huh?
You don't go swimming with orcas.
Yeah. No, you don't. No, because you can swim with orcas in the wild, and they're not going to do anything. They're not going to.
Until they do.
Unless
they want to.
I'm telling you, go watch Blackfish, and you'll believe me.
I believe you. So these orcas are just pissed.
Yeah, because they say that like the orca needs. Oh, there it is, right there. There it is, right there.
Dude.
Well, did you see it?
I saw it.
You saw him, dude. That's freaking crazy. So yeah, they say that like these orcas naturally they each year travel multiple thousands of miles from like the coast of California to like Anchorage, Alaska or whatever, right? They like do these migration patterns. And then you put them in a fucking thing that's this big comparative to what they're supposed to be in is like,
oh yeah,
millions of times smaller than what they're supposed to be in. And so they just get, and then they're in these training routines. Look at him. He's been underwater for a minute and it's just swimming him around and doing his thing.
Maybe just playing with him.
No, dude. You need to go watch Blackfish.
Right.
I'm telling you.
I'll watch Blackfish.
Okay. Wow, dude. That's so scary. Does it take him back under? And he's like, oh, yeah, he's got him. He's like, I love you, buddy. In the middle of a show. Me and my orca, we're just swimming around, being friends. You know what I mean?
Let me catch my breath.
I wonder if it takes him back down. I think it does.
After he's like all nice to him.
Or let's see when they rescue him. Let's see when they get him back on. Okay, it's going to be right. So he's like, okay, get the fuck out of there. Look at him. He's scared, bro. Look at it's coming back for him. Look at that, dude.
Oh, he's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Dude, look at that.
So they just go shoot the orca or what?
No. They don't kill. I don't think they kill him. I think that, like it said on that Reddit page, the same orca is responsible for.
Hey,
I just closing it out.
Sorry.
Damn. Kelly Craft. Oh man. Well, look at that guy.
Yeah.
So go check it out. I'm telling you, Blackfish is freaking crazy. So, okay, well that's I'm just gonna call that's Wild Web, man.
That was interesting as fuck.
Yeah.
Asking me if I'd ever killed
Interesting as fuck. I did it. Yeah. All right, we're going, Kelly.
All right.
I've been telling you for a week now.
Yes.
I've been telling you for a week. I initially had to tell you because I told you that the podcast was going to be on Sunday. So you were like,
something's up.
You were like, what's going on? And you're a pretty smart guy. So
I am.
What do you think's going on?
I have no idea.
If you had to guess.
Somebody's on the phone.
Well, you got that now because I haven't brought anything physical in here. So I've been giving you misinformation all week. I've asked you if you have a dolly.
Yeah, you've totally been giving me misinformation.
So for our friends on the line, I've been messing with Kelly all week. I keep telling him that something's gonna get delivered Sunday afternoon, or
asked me if I had a dolly.
I told him he had to clean his bathroom because the person's gonna have to and so
yeah,
he has no idea what's going on. But I'm gonna give him a little taste of what's about to happen.
You're joking, right?
No way.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful.
John and Bron?
Optimistic about that. Well, I guess you're too young to be.
We've got.
I'm right here.
John and Bron,
my boys
from Daddy Issues.
This is amazing. How much is he paying you?
Well, after I told them that you were terminal, you know what I mean? You only had a couple more weeks to live. They were totally down to have you on.
Is this my Make-A-Wish?
Yeah.
I don't want to know how much.
Yeah.
I love you guys and all, but I would have picked something, with better boobs.
Hey, so
hey, Carter.
Yes, sir.
So just so you know, so this is your father-in-law on the you do this podcast with?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Kelly Craft. He's my father-in-law.
Okay, so Kelly, when Carter told us that you were terminally ill, I didn't believe him until he showed me a picture of you, then I knew that you were.
Well, I do actually at the moment have the COVID, so
yeah, we both have COVID right now.
But I'm doing okay.
Oh, wow. that means nothing, COVID. That's all bullshit.
Oh, I know. We've
agree.
been.
Hey, you're Florida. We're Texas.
Yeah, I know.
Well, trust me, we get it. But hey, well,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That you're doing with your son-in-law, huh?
I want you guys to know the only reason that we started this is because of you two. We started our podcast because I found, believe it or not, I found you guys on TikTok.
Well, I think what it was is, you and I would go on hikes. We'd go hiking during the lockdowns and everything, and we'd just sit there and talk for 2 hours straight, right? We'd just be walking and talking, and we were like, man, let's do a podcast. Let's do a podcast. Let's do a podcast. And then you found daddy issues, and then you got this new, you were like, let's do it, I
bet I've turned 50 people onto you guys.
Yeah.
I seriously have.
Kelly's a great...
So Carter, I'm having a little hard time hearing Kelly.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Is that better? Is that better?
A little bit. Sounds like you're in the toilet.
Hold on. I know that we're tunneling phone calls right now.
Hey, John, I'm like you. I just show up, and Carter does all the technical stuff. So.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, there you go.
What being a middle-aged man is, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that better?
Not really.
I hear Carter great, but I don't hear Kelly that well.
Oh,
Me
really?
too. I agree with Bronny.
Hold on.
Let
me just check it real quick.
I'm talking right into this thing. I can start yelling if you want me to.
That's better.
Okay.
Really? Just talk louder, I guess.
I guess I'll just talk louder. All right.
You got such a meek little voice, Kelly. You're so...
But I was telling him, and the reason we started this...
Kelly, I can't... I apologize. I have a very hard time hearing him.
Are you on...
Yeah, but you're an old man.
Yeah, I know. Have you checked your ears lately?
Are you? Break. That's nothing to do with that.
Are you on speaker on your car right now?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably got nice car, right? Probably.
No. My car is no problem, and I hear you perfectly.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I mean, I can hear you
That's
fine.
All right. We'll make it work.
Yeah, let's make it work. Kelly, just talk pretty loud.
I'll just talk really loud.
All right, so this is a question for Kelly, because I only have boys. Okay. That's so nice.
Don't say what are you about to say? I feel like I'm going to out of the fuel to have this guy be talking to your daughter.
Shut up, Ronnie. You know what I'm going to say. So first of all, thank you so much for having us on, and for that we were. It really is so nice, and it means a lot that we're inspirational for you guys starting your podcast. On the same token, it's so nice that Kelly, that you could fall in love so close to you, knowing that you're bringing his daughter.
Wow!
I knew you were gonna
Wow!
say that.
It comes out every once in a while, and then I'll make a joke. You know what I mean? I'll make some sort of joke, and then I just look at Kelly, and it's like we just crossed that line, and we're like, okay, well, let's walk it back a little bit.
Let me give you an example. The other day, they have a 6-month-old son, my first grandchild, right?
Oh, so nice.
And so Madison was talking about how he kept waking up in the middle of the night. So in the morning, she finally just let him lay in bed with him. And Carter looked at me and he goes, such a cock block. I'm like, wow.
What? Oh, cock block.
Called the 6-year-old.
So how old is your grandchild?
No, so I got a 6 month. He's 6 months.
6
old.
months.
Oh, you're not getting 6 months. You're not getting any action.
Well. I mean, you know what I mean.
I know.
If there's just because there's a goalie doesn't mean I can't score. You know?
Listen, taking care of yourself is not scoring.
Yeah. What?
Oh, damn.
You got to treat yourself every once in a while.
Yeah.
You have to act like it's scoring because.
Yeah, I know, right? You got to put yourself in that right headspace. You know what I mean? If I got to make it through a hard week of work, I gotta at least tell myself, there's some good.
Hey, so I was gonna propose to you guys. I know you guys travel a lot, but if you are ever in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, look us up. I will show you a great time. We will go shoot a bunch of guns.
Yeah.
We'll go kill some pigs.
Sounds great.
Hey, I was going to ask you guys, since you're in Miami, have you ever been to a restaurant called Quality Meats?
I've been to Quality Meats in New York.
I've been to one in New York City.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So
that's like our favorite restaurant in South Beach.
Yeah.
So
I've only been to Miami once, and so that's the only
It almost sounded like you were gonna set up a joke. Like, have you ever been to Quality Meat?
Yeah,
I'll give you some Quality Meat.
Yeah, we can come down here and get some if you want. That's awesome. Well, yeah, no.
So listen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna, I was gonna kind of reverberate what you just said, and thank you guys for coming on. Like, just to. This is our episode 18, and now to reach out to you guys, and then some that we look up to you guys. We watch your guys' podcast.
We talk about you guys a lot. Even
we talk about you guys, and we're like, man, Bron's such a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Every time he opens, no, I'm just kidding. But we'll sit there and we
go ahead. That's funny.
We watch your guys' podcast, religiously. We talk about it with our friends and stuff. So just to have you guys, be willing to come on board and have a phone call with us at least was awesome. I was trying to get him to come on and do a video and stuff, but we ran on a little too late, and I was like, shit. He texted me, he's like, hey, I'm leaving, by the way. I'm like, fuck.
Hey, this is great, man.
I mean, Carter, we'll be happy to FaceTime you as well, just to chat and just be able to meet, see each other's faces.
Yeah, of course.
Of course we were going to come on the show. What's that?
Yeah, no, you're following me. So a couple of things, Carter. So number one is, first of all, anytime you want us to come on, we usually, right now we just happen to be driving in different cars. We're heading back up to Boca. But anytime you want us to come on video, we will always do that. So you can always reach out to Bronny, and we'll be more than happy to do that. Secondly, if we're ever in Dallas, of course, we will 100% see you guys. If you're ever in South Florida, you must let us know, because we'll get together, hang, and it'll be a great time. Maybe we can do a joint, you come on our podcast, when you guys are down here, we'll have the two of you on, so it'll be the four of us shooting the shit and having a good time.
Would love that.
Yeah, man.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be just an absolute blast, man. I mean, that's what's kind of cool hearing about you guys and growing your podcast is you guys talk about this a lot, and we hope to kind of get to that in the next, phase. Now that we're at, 20 episodes, we want to build it a little bit bigger. And, you guys always talk about the connections that you've made throughout the podcast. And I just think that is, so interesting that you're meeting people from, hell, all over the world, possibly, right? Just people that, connect with what you guys are saying, and the topics that you guys find interesting is really cool. And something I want to know is what was probably one of the biggest struggles you guys had with the podcast when you started, because you guys are just over a year in, right? So, what's probably the biggest thing you've learned since starting?
What do you think,
I
Bron?
don't know, Dad. I feel like, I mean, honestly, I feel like podcasting, there hasn't been much struggle, right? We just sit down and we do it.
Sure.
I think the biggest thing with us, the learning curve, is how to have the conversations with each other, right? Like how to not speak over each other, how to say things without getting annoyed at each other,
totally.
how to be like,
we're there too.
Okay, I'm going to say this to you, and I don't want you to take it the wrong way, because then we're going to go off on a 30-minute argument, and no one wants to hear that. So it's like learning how to be, because when you're father and son, or you guys, you have a different relationship than just strangers. So when you're close to someone, you can, I don't know, sometimes you get annoyed easier.
Yeah.
And you'll just get annoyed. And so in our first 20 episodes, we would get in arguments. And now we don't really do that, because we've kind of learned how to be civil when we're behind those mics.
Yeah, man. I remember when Kelly first turned me on to you guys, and he was like, "Oh, go check out this Daddy Issues, and they've got about a year's worth, and go start at the beginning and start watching some." And I'm texting him, I watched the first 3 episodes, and I keep texting him like, these guys fucking hate each other. They're just yelling the whole time. But no, we've done that too. We have these little side conversations, and we're like, hey man,
we need to
let me finish my sentence, because no one, we may be having a fluid conversation, but for someone to just listen, if they just hear us talking over each other for, an hour straight, it's not going to be, good content, right?
We had a drag out. We had a drag down fight on one of ours about Candace Owens.
Yeah. We got into it about Candace Owens for a little bit.
Of course, love Candace Owens. Yeah. Carter told me she was fucking stupid.
Yeah, so we
I want to, go ahead, Dad.
Us Blooms are very outgoing. So I think the biggest challenge was us interrupting one another. I didn't even care about the fights or disagreements, because I love my son and we have a great, close relationship, and I don't care if we disagree. That I don't have an issue with. But it was definitely for us to learn to not talk over one another. And I think we've gotten a lot better on that. There's still some times that we still do it, but I think as we progress, you know, with the numerous amount of episodes we've had, we've gotten better.
Yeah, you figured it out. You still keep your. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, just a little bit. But a big challenge for us is balancing our views and trying to, because we like to believe that we're very authentic and genuine and say whatever the fuck's on our mind, and sort of curtailing a little bit for our snippets we do for TikTok, because they really are out to cancel us.
The censorship is probably that's been our biggest problem. The censorship.
We just got our first ban, or I guess we posted at TikTok and automatically it shut the audio off, because we do every episode we do a fake sponsor, and Kelly did one on, what was it?
Mr. Brain's Pork Faggots.
Yeah, it was Mr. Brain's pork faggots, and
it's a real thing, by the way.
It's a real thing you can buy. So he pretends
pork faggots?
Yes, pork faggots.
I
guess in England a faggot is like a
gay
pigs. That's like just like that. And I guess in England a pork faggot is like
it's like a
meatball,
like a meatball.
And that's what it said.
No, it's not. It's not like a flamboyant pig.
No.
Stuff.
No, it's
and so that's what we do every week. Kelly brings up some absolutely ridiculous product that's a legitimate product, but it just you're like, is this real? You know what I mean? And so we posted that on TikTok, and we got canceled. We actually appealed, and they reverted, and they let us keep it because they're, you know.
It's a real, we showed them, this is a real product. Yeah. This is the packaging, and it says pork faggots on it.
So if you guys want to say pork faggots.
You should wear, we've learned to wear the censorship as a badge of honor. When we get, we're so used to the TikTok censorship shit now that like that first one, we were like, oh no. What are we going to do? And now we're just like, fuck TikTok. Okay. It happens every week, and it just is what it is.
So the week after we got banned for the pork faggots, my sponsor the following week was the color blue.
How are you going to cancel blue?
Yeah, TikTok can't cancel the color blue.
They'll find a way. They'll find a way.
Yeah, well, he almost threw in Blue Lives Matter, and we thought, well, that might get us canceled.
I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about TikTok.
Yeah, honestly, my advice is to just say what you want to say, and like there was one point where we were getting banned a lot, and we were honestly thinking like, should we curb what we're saying? Should we like kind of make it a little safer what we're saying? Should we not curse as much? And then we're like, no, it doesn't matter. Like, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, and if we get off, if TikTok bans us, then they ban us. But
yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you gonna bend the knee to the communists? Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, we're gonna not let them like change how we act.
Right, and I mean, you have a right to say whatever you want. You're in America. You're an American citizen. You have the freedom to say whatever you want. Like, fuck China. Who fucking cares? Like, okay, you get taken off TikTok, whatever.
Oh well.
We'll make another video. We're persistent. Come on. Hey, so you guys have a couple more minutes. I got one question for both of question for each of you.
We have time. Listen, we have time. We're in the car.
Hey, perfect. Awesome. So. John, I wanted a little fatherly advice segment from you.
Why don't you ask me?
Okay.
Yeah, no, Kelly is not a reputable source, so I really couldn't ask him this question. Being that he raised all daughters.
Wait, Carter's about to be like, John, I'm having trouble with my wife in bed. She never orgasms. What do I do? She's telling me she's not satisfied with my small penis. John, what do I do?
John, which penis pump would you recommend?
It's very easy. You push them in a little deeper in. So
hey, John, which penis pump would you recommend? No, hey, so, okay. Here, I got a legit...
Listen, I tried them all, and my favorite is the Magnum XL Super Quad.
Oh, my God. He actually has a name for one.
Oh, my gosh.
I wonder if that really exists.
Somebody write that down real quick.
Yeah.
All right, fatherly advice. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, all right. So I got a fatherly advice question for you. As a new father of a son, where should I draw the line when it comes to allowing society to make my son soft? Like, because Kelly has raised only daughters, so asking someone who has raised boys, when you watched your sons grow up, what did you see as, oh, I need to curb that and be like, hey, toughen up. Hey, toughen up. When are the situations when you say toughen up, and when are the situations when you got to kind of let it play out, because I'm raising a son in my opinion, one of the most fucked up times of human history. I've got my wife telling me what,
the internet tells her.
Oh, what if he plays with dolls? And what if he plays, what if he wants to wear a dress? I'm like,
no.
So what's your thoughts on that? Because that's the thing is, it's hilarious, and I got really angry at this.
I got it. You made your point. I got it. Stop talking. Listen.
No, he's fine.
First of all, you can never listen to his father-in-law because his name is a chick's name.
He doesn't have a chick name.
I'm always
Kelly's a normal name.
No, I'm teasing you. Listen. Here's the deal. When it comes to raising, because it is a tough time for you guys to raise kids, and number one, first of all, congratulations on being a dad. There's nothing better in the world.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Awesome. It's great stuff, and it even gets the more you have, the better it is. It's awesome. I would say, as I think I've said on the podcast, I think that the answer no to many things is a great solution. And two is, if the kids aren't in physical pain, like if there's something that's really not harming them physically, it's more like mental or this and that. If you let your kids figure it out and you love them but don't love them too much, like let them figure things out and being a little hard on them, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it'll toughen your kids. Bronson's actually the one that I think who could attest to it, because he always says, you're always tough, Dad, but you're always fair. And I think we created independent kids. And I think that I don't know,
Yeah, so what I was going to say based off that, I was just thinking.
Whoa, this is fatherly advice. Whoa, this is fatherly advice. This isn't Bron advice here. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, hey. All right, I'm going to hang up this phone.
Wait, one second. I will tell you that, a lot of, I think in households they definitely, need a man, the man's authoritative position and views in a household. I think you have to just, be, a little tough and don't let them manipulate you and let them figure it out. And who cares if your kids cry, as long as, if you're not, like I said, beating them up or they're not in physical pain, so what? They fucking cry, they'll get over it.
Toughen them up.
You're not there to be their buddy. You want to be their parent first, not their buddy, not their friend, not their equal. Don't worry if your kids are mad at you and they hate you that night. They'll always love you. You're not there to be, you're not there by getting, you're not the best parent by getting points on what your kids think about you. As long as you know what you're doing right, and you and your wife must, and this is important, must be a unit in front of your kids.
Right.
Well,
that's the thing. So that's the thing is, my wife and I, we have these back and forth conversations because, I'm more, you're talking more on like the physical pain of things. I'm talking more on the, society telling my son that gender is not a thing, and you know what I mean? And that's really the area that I'm worried about.
Grandpa will jump in on that
I
one.
know,
don't worry.
You know what I mean? Like because all I hear is if you're a dick to your kid and you tell him you don't allow him to have these thoughts, then they're gonna resent you. Blah blah blah.
Wait, did I answer your question?
Say it again.
What's that?
Dad, you cut out.
Carter, did I answer your question or I did not answer your question?
No, you answered my question. Yeah, no, you did a great job. No, I appreciate it.
Dad, he's saying like in a case where it's like his son's going to be at school and he's coming home and he's like, at school we're like all my friends are saying that gender doesn't exist, and his son is like out in society learning all these fucked up weird new rules, and then like how is he going to deal with that?
Because in my mind is. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry. We're talking over each other. My bad. Go ahead.
I think you have to sit there and talk to your kids, our kids when you have more than one, at the dinner table, what they learn in school, and talk to them. And look, your children have whatever views they want to have, and they should have a right to have their views, as long as it's not being thrown at them by society or school. And you talk to your kids and tell them what's important to you, what religion, what values, what beliefs. And hopefully they learn and respect what you say, but still the kids are going to do what they want to do. And but if you don't agree,
if you just focus on raising on like,
go ahead, Bronny.
I just feel like if the kid's always going to be out in the world, like right, like I remember being a kid, and you're always going to be exposed to weird things, but I always knew that like I don't know. I feel like I was raised not with any views. Right? Like mom and dad, you guys never pushed any views on us or was like, that's wrong to feel that way, that's right to feel that way. You just made sure that I was raised in a good environment with support and love, and like you just focused on making me a good person, then me being a good person out of
focus on making them into a good moral person.
The foundation.
Yeah,
I had the foundation to make my own decisions based on what is fucked up and what's good.
Sure,
that's a good answer.
Look, so let me tell you another thing, Carter. If let's assume Bronny, who was a little more liberal, let's assume he had completely different views than I did. Do I really give a shit in the long run? I mean, as long as he's a good person and I have my own opinions in life that are different than my parents. I think your children should be allowed to have different views and raise and live the life that they choose to live, as long as they're doing what they want to do and they're happy and they're supporting themselves. So there's nothing wrong with your kids. If your kid says, I believe there is no thing as gender, and truly believes that, and you're like, what a fucking idiot, you could say that behind closed doors to your wife, but your kid has a right to live the life the way they want to live
as long as he's not hurting himself.
What would you do? So like Carter brought up if his kid was like playing with dolls. What would you do, Dad? Like if I would
not let my kid play with dolls. I mean, I would not.
Well, okay, and
but why? What if the kid wanted to? Like, what is the harm in that? I don't understand the harm.
And so that's my wife's thinking, Bron. That's what my wife says. But I'm like, that sets him down a path. I was never given a doll. My whole entire life, I was never given a doll. But my wife, and not just my wife, but like everybody, no one ever pats me on the back and says, hey, good job, you're a dad. They all ask, hey, what are you going to do when he tells you he's a girl? You know what I mean? And it's like society is like gearing me up for my son being told that he's going to be a girl. You know what I mean? It's like if I see my son playing with a doll, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to cross that bridge when I get there, because that's not what John told me. He said, hey, as long as your kid has his own views and he's not hurting himself, and you guys have a good relationship, that's good. But when he's 4 and someone's trying to give him a doll, you know what I mean? And be like, hey,
against his will.
Listen, it's my kids. So just like my kids, we're Jewish, we raise our kids Jewish. Those are things that are black and white. My son says to me, Dad, I want to convert to Catholicism. Well, no, not until you fucking support yourself. You're in my house, my rules, you do what I say. So there are things that are black and white. For example, my kid he's not going to play with fucking dolls unless it's the fucking G.I. Joe and he's blowing up a firework.
Yeah.
Okay?
What's the difference? Like what
the gender roles?
A G.I. Joe is a doll.
No, it's just a man. Because it's like this. I don't want my kid fucking doing ballet. I want my kid doing fucking team sports. It's a different thing.
But what if your kid just isn't a sporty kid and wants to do ballet? Like, I don't understand. If the kid wants that, what's the harm?
Because what happens is there's something that kids, you don't know, like, why do just like in today's fucking woke culture do people talk about gender neutral and binary, non-binary just to get fucking attention? Why do the kid that wants to get in a goth and paint his nails black just for fucking attention? Because they just want the fucking attention. So I think that, like, the pack will correct itself. If your fucking kid is your kid is a pussy or a fucking wimp, then that's more reason to put your kid in fucking football, more reason to put your kid in martial arts, more reason to fucking mainstream where let him be a fucking dude. And then when he's older, if he doesn't want to be a fucking dude, then he makes his own choice. But as a kid, these kids don't know what the fuck they want. They have no idea what they want.
Yeah. I think that maybe the line, if I was to be honest, the line would be, like you said, you're 18, if you're not 18, you're living under my roof, you're living under my rules. You can believe and think whatever you want. Let's say you want to be goth, go be goth. You're going to be goth for a year, but you're not going to cut your fucking dick off. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to go be goth, but you're not going to do, some crazy irreparable stuff to your physical body. Because guess what? This is a phase. You're going to get through it, and you're going to come back, and you're going to laugh at yourself when you're 20. You're 25 or something.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of like Bron.
But that specific thing, though, I feel like so many of the like trans issues now, if we're talking about that specifically, is there are other issues that are then exerting themselves in the kids saying, I'm trans. So it's like either they have social anxiety or they were bullied or they were sexually assaulted or whatever, it's other things. So if you just focus on raising your kid to be like a good person, and you give them confidence and they're self-assured and all that stuff, then they're not going to be like, I actually want to chop my dick off, because they're going to be a normal person.
Right. I think if they got a good home family structure, that usually doesn't happen, right?
Right. It's it's other issues that are exerting themselves in the girl being like, I want to be a guy.
I agree with that.
Ronnie, that's true, but today's day and age, it's harder to raise manly boys just because of the way society is.
No,
so
that's because all the plastics in the water are shrinking our taints. That's why.
I know, but the point is,
man.
So for example, like this, you know, there were some rules of black and white in my household, and everyone have different rules. No long hair, no fucking tattoos, no body piercings, no fucking drugs, things like that were black and white, and that was just the way it was. So, and those are our rules. So you can, and if you make certain rules, and your kids know them from day one, and you guys are a unit, and you don't deviate from that, they're not going to test the fucking waters because they know you mean business.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. And when those rules are different,
that's very true.
Just
those rules are
consistency.
different for every set of parents, and whatever works for you and your wife works for you and your wife, but you have to be on the same page. These parents, I'll give you an example. So we were at our friend's house over the weekend. I mean, on Friday night for dinner. Great 4 couples having dinner. Great family. Great family. Kid's 19, the daughter. She has 3 of her girlfriends over, and they're all 19. And all the girls that are 19 that drinking with the parents, all with us, hanging out with us, people in their mid-50s, and I'm like, and they're good parents, but I would never, personally, ever allow that.
Right.
Never.
Right.
It doesn't make. Now they're not my kids. They can do what they want, don't kids, but I would never drink. Just like you don't go to a strip club with your fucking son. There's certain things you just don't do.
How about your son-in-law? Can you go to the strip club with your son-in-law?
Hey, Bron, John, I think we'll take a quick pit stop there. Kelly, what did we do for my bachelor party?
We went to the strip club.
With 10 parties are different.
But also father-in-law is a whole different animal than a father.
So check this out. So Kelly and Kelly's best friend from high school, they put on my bachelor party, and one day they just showed up and they're like, "We're going to the strip club, right?" I'm talking, we dropped probably close to 10 grand that night. And there's this one moment. I mean, we bought the whole second floor. There's a moment where I was sitting on a couch, right? And I just started getting a lap dance, and I like laid my head back on the couch, and my head bumped another head. And I look behind me, and it's Kelly getting a lap dance to it.
That's a great photo. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Did you guys come? Did you guys come at the same time too? Did you Did you guys look at? Did you guys, when you were coming, did you make eye contact and nod your head?
We did the Eiffel Tower high five.
We both looked at each other and we said, "Man, we should make a podcast."
Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
Oh, is that when you came up with the idea after the post?
No. Hey,
you're a retard.
Hey, Kelly, do you have anything you want to ask them or you want to bring up? I got one more question.
I just want to thank you guys. I mean, you guys are the ones who like got this whole thing going. You know, Carter and I would just sit around and bullshit, and it's so funny because I am so John, and Carter is so Bron, and like even when John was just talking about raising children and like, no, not this my house. I was sitting there like, that's exactly how I was raised too, and this is how it should be.
Bron, what are you? 25, right?
Yeah,
I'm 25 as well.
But I mean, I sit there, I listen to you guys' podcasts every week, and I'm like, I am so John, and Carter's definitely
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I sit there like, fuck Hillary Clinton, and you know, all this stuff. I'm with you. I get all that.
Yeah.
So, Carter,
you know, Kelly, you can always reach out to me anytime, brother. You know that.
All right. Well, I want you guys to come out here so we can shoot some guns.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's come out to Texas. We'll show you a good time for sure.
Oh, we definitely will. Yeah.
Okay.
We would love to come shoot guns. That sounds like a blast. Yes. We'll shoot guns, and then we'll all go to the strip club together and orgasm at the same time. It'll be
perfect. Bron, you seem a little too excited about this. Calm down, man.
What the fuck is with you, Bron? When we get home,
watch out. Your dad's gonna smack you, dude. You better watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always does. This is a cry for help.
One last question. This one's for you, Bron. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Bron, now that you've moved back to Miami, are you actually planning on slowing things down a bit and, maybe thinking about the big picture stuff in your life? Or
don't do it?
I mean, you're in Miami now, and all I've heard for the last couple of weeks is, oh, I'm slowing down. I'm not going to a club. Oh, I'm taking it easy. Oh, blah, blah. But every weekend, we start the podcast with, what'd you do this weekend, Bronny? And it's, oh, well, went to the club.
Wait, hold up. Repeat that. A big car went by. Repeat that last part.
Oh, I was just saying that, the beginning of every podcast, is your dad saying, hey, Bron, what'd you do this weekend? And you giving a 15, 20-minute rant about your clubbing. But then by the end of the podcast, you're like, oh, yeah, but, I'm cutting back on the club, and it's, it's getting better.
Look, I mean, it's a work in progress. You can't quit cold turkey on something like that.
Hey, from a divorced guy, Bron, so don't stop.
I'm proud of my progress in that. I used to go out Friday and Saturday night, stay up till 4 a.m, spend a lot of money, and get drunk both nights. Now I go out 2 nights. I go out Friday and Saturday night, but I don't drink Friday, and I only drink Saturday. That's progress.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the progress. That's for sure. Where were you guys last night? Were you at the club last night? I saw you on Instagram. Your story.
Yeah, we it was one of my friend's birthdays. Oh, so we got a table at the Wharf in Miami.
Okay. And your mother and I were there too, with you.
What that?
Your mother and I were with you last night.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him in the video you posted. I was like, whoa, this is weird.
I mean, I'm not I just feel like at my, I don't know, I 25, I don't need to be wasting all this money. I don't need to
But it's fun though.
It's pretty fun.
It's fun, but I also feel shitty the next day.
Yeah, it's fun in the moment, right? You're in the moment, you're yeah, I'm doing something, I'm living, and then the next day you're like, this was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just feel like as I'm maturing, I'm realizing I don't need to do that as much as I used to. I'd rather go out with just some friends and hang out and have a good time than go to the bar and try to talk to girls and spend a lot of money on alcohol. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not quitting cold turkey.
No. Yeah, no. Of course, I would never ask you to quit. I mean, you could be hospitalized if you quit cold turkey.
No. Yeah, that's dangerous. I can't.
So
it's dangerous for me to stop drinking.
So I don't know if you knew this or not by any means, but I used to be in the Marines, right? And that was a lot of heavy drinking. Obviously, that's what the Marine Corps is about. And what did it for me, Bron?
Oh, that's what the Marine Corps is about? I thought it was about protecting our country.
No, fuck that, dude. Look at what's about to happen in Ukraine. It's about drinking, not protecting.
It's about drinking, trust me. But I just got to the point where it was I just feel like shit all the time. Yeah. So and as you get older, you probably have already, you can't drink like how you were when you were 21.
Right.
Yeah.
So as you get older, you're like, yeah, this is not good for me in the mornings anymore. So.
Yeah. I also just I've had fun doing it, Yeah. I've had my fun. I can start doing other things. I don't need to be out till 4 a.m. every Friday and Saturday night, trying to pick up women. What am I doing?
Yeah, my thing, I think I got lucky because I had, my wife, Madison, her and I have been together for, a long time. I mean, right when I graduated high school, I moved to Texas from California and have been living in Texas since. And so, she was, if I had it my way, if I was, still on my own, I think I'd be doing the same exact thing as you.
Still be a shithead.
I'd still be a shithead. I mean, shit, I was such a shithead when I was a shithead. Kelly will attest. But, I had a serious relationship, and she kept kind of pushing me into the scary darkness of, growing up kind of a thing. But I think that, I would be doing the same exact thing as you, if not.
Yeah, it's just about I'm just about having fun and gaining experiences and learning from them and stuff.
No, what I'm trying to say is you need to find a nice woman. I'm trying to help your dad out here. Trying to keep the legacy going.
I agree.
No, hey, I'm looking. I am. I'm looking.
Look, Bron, your parents.
The girls in California, the one he should end up with.
Oh, really? The girl in California, huh?
Well, it's halfway between Florida and California. It's Texas.
Bring her to Texas. You guys come to Texas, and we'll film the meetup, and it'll be perfect.
He's gonna see her in March. But so listen. So before we wrap, because we're gonna be.
Of course. We can wrap it up.
No, sorry. I just want to tell you guys a couple of things.
Okay.
So, genuinely from the bottom of our heart, we really are so happy that you guys started this because of us, and we think it's so nice to have that. I think it's great to father and son has such a nice relationship to do this, and it means a lot to us that we were a little bit of a catalyst to have you guys start doing this. The best thing, Kelly, that I find from doing this whole thing is the relationship. It's grown with my son a million times, and it's just priceless. So it's so nice to for another father and his son or son-in-law to be doing this. So I think that shit's awesome. But anytime you guys want us on, anytime you want to call or shoot the shit, we're always there for our listeners. We always support our listeners. We will see when you come here. If we're ever in Dallas, 100%, we always will come and hang out. But any way we can help you guys, let us know. We're happy to help you guys in any way we can.
Man, I truly appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for being on. I really appreciate you taking the time out, and this was awesome. We're gonna hold you to it. So I'll be reaching out. We'll stay in touch. All right.
Hey, can I say one more thing?
All right, sounds good, guys.
I don't say anything that I don't mean in that regard. So you can always we're being sincere in what we're saying.
I appreciate it.
Can I say one more thing?
Yep.
I love you, Bronny. Isn't that what your dad says every episode?
I love you, Kelly.
Hey, Carter.
Yes, sir.
I love you, Carter.
Oh.
That's a little weird, John. Take that back, son. Well, I love you guys.
Love you, buddy boy.
Hey, appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for being on.
Thanks, man.
Good luck with your podcast and the continued success.
See y'all later.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, great to meet you guys.
Bye-bye.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
Okay, I'd say that again. What was the video? You were trying to show me a TikTok.
So we're supposed to do my FYP, and one of our TikToks didn't make it. Somebody removed it. I didn't make the TikTok because somebody. But it was all about the movie Big. And if you haven't seen the movie Big, it was about a little boy who wishes he was big, and he makes a wish, and he grows. Next day, he ends up being like 35 years old. He's Tom Hanks.
Right. I think we all know the movie Big. Anyways.
And at the end of the movie, the last scene is he wishes to be small again, so he becomes a little kid, and the girl that he's been having sex with for the last week drives him home. So the TikTok was about this girl was the next day. And this lady's on the phone with her friends. She's like, I just fucked a 12-year-old, and I miss him.
I literally, from the first time I ever saw that movie, I was like, this is fucking weird. Like, this is not a normal thing. Like, who wrote that? Like, I don't know. Whoever wrote that, like, at the end, they were just like, yeah, no one will think about that.
Yeah, you've just been having sex with this lady for the last week, and now you're a little kid again.
Literally the whole time, I'm like.
But it was funny. The lady on the phone's like, isn't he like 35? Well, he was, because he made a wish, and then he made a wish to go back. And
she's like trying to explain it.
So it was pretty funny.
Gosh. Okay, well, let's start this FYP right now.
Let's knock it out.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
I said, whoever threw that paper, your mom. No. Got that sunshine on.
Have you ever had a dream that... Wait a minute. Who are you? I like to sing, dance, pretend.
Me crime, dance how you kill this. I understood the assignment.
Bring a bucket and a mop.
Okay, this is FYP. What do we got going on today, Kelly?
Today, this first one, I call it...
Oh, what do you call it?
It's getting hot in here.
Okay.
I don't make these things. I just find them. This is
find them.
This is what shows up on Kelly's For You page on TikTok.
This is just what you find. You don't have any control.
I don't know. That's what
you have no control over what goes on in this segment. It's just what happens. Okay, so what is it called?
I've titled this one. It's getting hot in here.
Okay.
Wow.
What the fuck?
He's like trying to blow it up. At least he has a great sense of humor about it. That's about all you can do.
So this guy's like supposed to. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if something tragically happened to you like that,
hey, we've said it multiple times on the show.
Just make the best of it.
Make the best of it. I mean, whatever your situation is, the best thing you can do is be positive about
That's
it.
right.
TikTok's a great way to do that. Making me laugh off of your pain.
There's a bunch of people.
What?
Try to combine two words.
Just say them both.
I said handy debilities. Disabilities that are just completely making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
I mean, that's perfect. That's what we need. Like
who's the little dude? Like the older guy's like middle aged, but he weighs 40 pounds and he's like all fucked up.
Yeah, we've talked about him on the show
hilarious.
before. We talk about him all the time. Like we never remember his name.
Yeah.
But it's like there's a difference between being a dick to somebody who has disabilities and being funny. You know what I mean? Good TikTok, Kelly.
Thank you. The next one I call improved running techniques. I don't know why it's hashtag gay TikTok.
Hashtag sports. Hashtag sports.
Let's find out.
So there's this technique that runners use to improve their performance and so what they do is they
why was this on your For You page? Hashtag gay TikTok. Hashtag
I don't know.
Suck dick.
So there's this technique that runners use to improve their performance.
Moving on.
So for those of you listening, Kelly just showed me a video of a large black man running as hard as he ran what they call full tilt and was wearing very tight yet loose around the crotch running shorts.
I don't think those were loose. I just think the spandex were having trouble containing the beast.
That's a good problem to have.
Thank you.
That's a good problem to have, right? No, you don't have that problem. He has that problem.
No, it's terrible. It's an affliction that I deal with daily.
Is that, what did you call it? Handy McCap?
Handy McCapped. No, handy debilities.
Now that's a handy debility right there.
That's a handy is what that is. That's a both handy debilities. No. Okay. All right. Hold on.
All right.
Watch the basketball shot this kid makes.
Okay.
Go.
Is that what you're setting me up with?
Yeah.
All right.
Just kidding. Look at the name of the school.
Cotton.
They're the Cotton Pickers. What? How does that go through?
The fact that has not received a community, not a community guidelines, but like in the fucking real world where they like protesting, you know what I mean? Or a petition, you know what I mean? The fact that has not,
and it's black kids on the team too.
Okay, do you mind real quick if
Sure.
if I go look up cotton pickers?
You're gonna be on some
This is gonna
website
be awesome.
somewhere.
Oh, hold on.
It's probably looked like they were like middle school.
We're just gonna do this live real quick. I'm gonna go.
Oh, we're doing it live. Cotton picker.
High school. Jesus Christ.
Why would they do that? Are a real high school sports team, the Robstown Cotton Pickers.
Of course, Texas.
Of course,
yeah.
Texas.
TMZ Sports.
A real high school sports team in Texas.
Robstown Cotton Pickers. A real high school sports team.
What the fuck?
Okay, well, where's Robstown now? Sorry, Kelly, we're going a little off the rails.
Oh, we're good. I would like to know this. I'm going to say South Texas.
I'm going to say south of Fort Worth. Near Colleyville?
Robstown, Texas.
Oh, it's south.
Oh, it's down there by Woodville.
Yeah, it's down. I guess I should just.
But
go to
why
maps.
would they name? I mean, and no one's. I mean, whatever.
No, it's old.
That just blows my mind that
load
BLM has not come to this.
That's because, you know what, Kelly?
They don't go to South Texas.
I was going to say, something like this might be too far for them. Like, have fun having a BLM rally in this town, kind of a thing. I don't know. All those kids on the basketball team.
Robstown may be a beautiful place to live.
All those people on that basketball team seem not white.
Yeah, I mean, they don't seem to have a problem with it.
Right outside of Corpus Christi.
Oh, yeah.
Literally right outside.
That'd be more of a Hispanic area, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Whatever. Hey,
cool.
Whatever floats their boats.
Hey, man, if y'all are cool with the cotton pickers, I'm cool with the cotton pickers. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean.
Wow, that's going to Brady, mark that.
Yeah, Brady. Well,
okay. So I've titled this one, let's just watch the video once.
Okay.
And go straight to the comments.
Okay.
Okay.
Watch it once and then go to the comments.
Straight to the comments.
Oh my God. I just read the description. Have you read it?
Where?
4 years and I still want to climb him like a tree.
Couple goals.
She got Why is it?
Got 1.1 million hearts though. Okay. Straight to the comments.
Okay. All right. We're gonna have to switch this up.
Oh, do we?
This. No, we're good. We're good.
I thought you could just hit.
No, I got it.
All right. You can pause that.
Yeah. We don't need to watch that again.
All right. The
Okay.
three of you did a great job.
Got a whole ladder there and I didn't even use it.
Am I on TikTok Premium? Great. Now I'm going to have this song stuck in my head all day. My man won a three-legged race alone.
Based on the comments, we've all had the time of our lives. Good.
Yo, this guy is out here setting unrealistic standards for the rest of us men.
I think I'm pregnant.
I hope that thing pays rent. It's just chilling there in its hammock.
I know. What's up with the bunching it up in the shorts thing?
I don't know.
Maybe to help climb? Dude, those people get it on freaky style.
I bet they do.
For sure. They're both fit. Both look good. He's got a huge cock.
He's got a huge wiener. I think I'm pregnant. I hope that thing pays rent.
It's just chilling there in a hammock. That's really funny.
Climbing a tree or
did
a
I
horse.
just get charged $19.99? That's funny. Is that like an OnlyFans thing?
I guess. I don't know.
Just here checking if my wife commented.
I saw what it said. My husband wondered which one.
Nobody puts baby leg in the corner.
I saw what it said. My husband keeps wondering why I listen to the Dirty Dancing thing over and over again.
Wow. Any others? You wanna keep going?
I'm good. Whatever.
Right.
I think we get the holy anaconda.
Holy anaconda.
All right.
Okay.
That's Kelly's FYP.
Well, that was the FYP. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
I don't know why we said thanks and bye. We're going to the next segment. Okay, Kelly. What do you got on your mind?
I don't have a cool thing for Kelly's rant. Like you got Channel 69 News.
Yeah, but you have something cool now for FYP.
Oh.
I don't have anything for my rant either. That's the next thing we need.
All right. To start this, when I heard this, I Googled it.
Okay.
Nothing, at least on the front pages of Google.
What happens when you DuckDuckGo'd it?
Oh, it was the top headline.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
DuckDuckGo, everybody. Carter?
Kelly Craft.
Who is someone that is having one of the worst years so far?
Joe Biden.
Well,
Joe Biden's wife.
Jeez,
Joe Biden's whole family. Who?
I nominate Alec Baldwin.
Oh, okay.
Very well documented that he accidentally, and he probably sure it was an accident, shot and killed his cameraman.
Yeah.
Camera woman, camera person. And one of the producers, and he shot one of the producers on his latest
I think it was
movie.
director of photography and not a camera.
Okay. That person. Okay. That would totally be enough for me to stay out of the headlines, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, if that happens, I'd be like,
going-
I wouldn't want anyone to hear of Alec Baldwin for 2 years.
Well, just like Hillary Clinton, they have to continue to be in the news cycle.
Nice.
So here's what Alec Baldwin's up to this week. Do you recognize this person?
Is that Maxine Waters? Just kidding.
No.
Nothing's loaded yet for those.
What the hell?
What that?
That's not me, by the way.
Oh, okay. They all look the same.
Do you recognize this guy?
He looks like a mad Marine. Is that Alec Baldwin?
Are you familiar with Riley McCollum?
Is that the guy who went AWOL?
No.
Then no idea.
Riley McCollum, also known as Lance Corporal Riley McCollum, was one of the 13 Marines killed by a suicide bomber on August 26th, 2021 at the Kabul airport during the amazingly planned and highly successful withdrawal. Insert sarcasm. All right. You might remember him mostly because he was the Marine whose death was even more tragic because his wife gave birth 3 weeks later.
God damn, dude.
He died 3 weeks before his wife gave birth. Okay. Riley's widow and his 2 sisters are suing Alec Baldwin.
I don't even know what for, but good. At
The
this
lawsuit, first reported by the Casper Star Tribune, hey, I know people in Casper, alleges invasion of privacy, defamation, negligence, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, and are seeking $25 million in damages.
That's not enough.
They alleged Alec Baldwin exposed them to a flood of social media hatred by claiming on Instagram that one sister was an insurrectionist for attending former President Donald Trump's Washington, D.C. rally on January 6 last year. The sister, Royce McCallum, protested peacefully and legally, was not among those who stormed the U.S. Capitol that day, and after being interviewed by the FBI, was never detained, arrested, accused, or charged with any crime.
Wow.
According to this lawsuit filed in the Monday in the U.S. District Court in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Wow.
So here's how this all went down.
Is it already done?
No. Here's how the timeline are. They just filed the lawsuit this week. Okay. Last year, following his death, Alec Baldwin sent Royce McCallum, Riley's sister, that's his wife, I'm sorry. I think it's either his wife or his sister. Anyways. Sent her a $5,000 check. To help, that's the sister. Sent the sister a $5,000 check to help the widow of her brother, according to the lawsuit. Very nice gesture. When you got a shit ton of money, if I saw...
He heard
that's
about
a
this
horrible
thing.
thing.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Very nice gesture. On January 3rd, 2022, so 2 weeks ago, whatever, more or less, Baldwin privately messaged Royce McCallum on Instagram asking if she was the same woman who'd taken his donation, and she was, and also the same person in this photo that she put on her Instagram. Next photo.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, buddy. Semper Fi, brother.
I was sitting in between frames.
Yeah.
Semper Fi, buddy. So this
is a photo that she put on her Instagram.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah, I got
That's her. Okay. The suit says McCallum confirmed that she was at the protest and told Baldwin protesting. This is all from the lawsuit.
Right.
Protesting is perfectly legal, quote unquote.
Is.
The suit says Baldwin responded by remarking that her activities resulted in the unlawful destruction of government property, the death of a law enforcement officer, not true.
Not true.
An assault on the certification of the presidential election, and told McCallum that he'd reposted her photo, to his 2.4 million Instagram followers.
Wow.
So basically, he's docking her. Then he wrote, "Good luck," after he posted that.
Jeez.
What a dick.
Alec Baldwin's a fucking idiot, dude.
So
why would you do that?
So continuing with the story here. I don't know why he would do that.
Wow.
All right. Baldwin plainly ignored Royce's denial of rioting and the assertion that she was cleared by the FBI for participating in any of the conduct Baldwin chose to falsely attribute to her via his massive following. The lawsuit reads, after Baldwin shared the photo on the January 6th protest on social media, Royce McCallum got hundreds upon hundreds of hateful messages, including one telling her to get raped and die. See you next Tuesday. Cut.
Dang.
Right? And that her brother got what he deserved.
Jesus Christ, dude.
According to the lawsuit. McCallum's sister and Creighton also received the other sister also received harmful messages and comments. The suit states some equating them to ISIS or Nazis or hoping Baldwin would get his donation returned. Their attorney, Dennis Pastelagoni, I think I'm saying that right?
The family's attorney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Said that there are 600 to 700 more pages of posts not included in the initial filing that make the comments citing this complaint seem lame. Like they're worse than that.
Right. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
In a post under his Instagram, hashtag Alec Baldwin Insta. Baldwin called that message abhorrent and told Royce McCollum, there are hateful things posted towards you that are wrong. So he's trying to like, hey, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Fuck you, Alec Baldwin.
And she's got screenshots of all this.
Yeah, sure.
Right. The lawsuit says Baldwin didn't do anything to remedy the situation.
Nor he shouldn't have even started the situation.
And by sharing the photo, he lit the match and blew on the fire, resulting in hateful messages and death threats, not only against Royce McCollum, but also against Riley McCollum, other sister, Cheyenne McCollum, and his widow, Jenna, Jienna McCollum.
The one who died, the Marine who died.
Yeah, his wife.
Yeah.
But what the fuck, dude? Stay in your fucking lane. Like, keep your
Alec
head
Baldwin.
down. You just shot somebody.
You literally killed
two
people. Two people, right? He killed one lived?
Yeah. The the bullet went through the first one. And
oh, really?
And hit the other one.
I don't care enough to.
But still, it's like, dude.
Dude, you just went through a fucking media storm. Like, what are you going to get on Instagram and start causing shit with fucking normal people?
Yeah, like the FBI is looking through it. She's like, so I was
guess what? There's probably more FBI agents at the January 6th than there were fucking protesters.
She's like, I went back to my hotel. I didn't even go near the Capitol building. If this is the Washington Monument, which is nowhere near. I mean, it's in the same vicinity, but you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're both in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. But I'm like,
wow,
dude,
that's freaking crazy. What an idiot, dude.
It's like Hillary Clinton. I don't understand why. Like, you're lucky you're not in jail.
Hillary Clinton is also worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Just take your money and be fucking done.
Just go.
Just go.
Your ego and your pride just...
That's the thing. The ego is what gets him. And that's the same thing with Alec Baldwin. You know what's funny is like Alec Baldwin shooting somebody is the most publicity Alec Baldwin has gotten in 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on 30 Rock and everything, but no one gave a fuck. No one cared.
You know, you did a good thing. You know, I was like, if I had Baldwin money, and like, no, I never heard of it. He probably donated, you know, hey, let's just keep this on the down.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
As I put 1 thumb up, and your other thumb wasn't even in the...
2 thumbs up. That better? But, dude, just...
Yeah, what are you doing? Why do you got to go out of your way to be an asshole? That's the thing is like, I hope that this gets prosecuted and they win. I mean, I doubt they're going to get $25 million, but I hope that they prosecute and they settle on something and that sets a precedent.
Yeah.
Because we need to get to this point where it's like, you can ruin lives. You can ruin lives just by not, I mean, I don't know if this is this isn't necessarily doxing, because they're not giving like the more personal information, but you're targeting a massive amount of people. I mean, first off,
setting her up for being doxed.
2.5 million followers. You're Alec fucking Baldwin. You only got 2.5 million followers.
Those are rookie numbers.
Those are rookie numbers. Come on now. But you're sending 2.5 million followers plus whatever reposts get out there. You know, you're sicking that many people on this person. She's just a fucking person. She's a person. She went to, you know, Washington. And, you know, went to the Trump rally, whatever, went to the speech, and that's fine. She's American. She can do that. That's the country we live in. We don't live in fucking Germany, Nazi Germany, like Alec Baldwin wishes we did. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's some Nazi shit to just, you know.
Unbelievable. Fuck you, Alec Baldwin.
Fuck you, Alec Baldwin. Go suck a dick. Hey, you know what?
No.
Why don't you turn that prop gun on yourself, buddy?
Whoa. Too far?
Jokes, obviously. I would never tell.
Too far.
Well, no, make sure that it actually is a prop gun and doesn't have a live bullet in it.
Yeah.
Remember when you killed somebody, Alec Baldwin? Oh.
Wow. I think I had a nerve with you.
No, I just feel like,
you're going off.
That's fucking stupid. I don't know.
That's very stupid.
That's stupid. Poor girl.
Poor girl.
And her family. Hope she makes millions of dollars.
I hope she does too. I'm down.
You never know.
I think the people of Wyoming will probably be okay with that.
Yeah. Kelly, good episode?
Yep.
You like it?
I did.
Happy?
Very.
You got to meet Daddy Issues?
I did.
You got to meet John and Bron?
John and Bron.
That's awesome. Let's close this thing out.
All right.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Let's do this one instead. All right. This has been episode 18 of Generational Gap. Thank you so much if you've made it this far. If you're watching our little segments or if you're watching the whole entire thing all the way through.
Isn't that you?
No, that's not on the screen, so I don't even know. Yes, that is me on the screen on the intro graphic. But again, thank you so much for watching. Please follow us on social media. We've got Instagram at GenGapPics, and we've got TikTok at GenGapTalk.
Follow, like, comment.
Do all the things. Hit those bells. Hit subscribe. Hey, tell your friends about us. Make a comment. Please interact with us. We're so bored. We're going to quit.
We got COVID. We got nothing to do this week.
We're going to quit if you guys don't comment this week. If we don't get one comment, there won't be an episode next week. I'm holding the episode hostage. How's that sound?
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see y'all maybe next week.
Maybe. We're not dead from COVID.
Bye.
Bye.